In the process, maybe say promo code ADN. No about Nhyira FM Ashaho, a basa automatically no. Ye chow £5 and €5 and we are more Europe. So America Canada, ye chow $10 for free. Oh send this council, yento tap send it here. No fee.
Hey, they just say okay, tap send. No.
Yo Joe. What's on this channel? Okay, any I'm checking some from. Kaish, a soon tap send party jack. Mama, we are saying, can you? Hey, remember that?
Offer, Pacha, my friend.
You know what you say?
Masoya, yes, Nana.
Nothing.
Say, baby, I'm here to me, and I'm of fast and miska. I didn't count what you see with business in credit discount. Oh, you're the buy and so I'm here. I won't send me brave. I feel crowd of mobile some transaction or order. Ah,
Debbie. And catch you, catch your offer say on download do tap send. So download the tap sender or send this camera wire. About to send mobile money and our bank account simple.
Tap send.
Yeah, tap send. Now okay, tap send it there. If you see a fan baby ubia, so what Europe and America, Canada, so kura Android, so kuta iPhone, and once we download the app not too full so. In the process, maybe say promo code ADN. No about Nhyira FM Ashaho, a basa automatically no. Yeah, chow £5 and €5 and we are more Europe. So America Canada, ye chow $10 for free. Oh send this council, yento tap send it here. No fee.
Hey, they just say okay, tap send. No.
Yo Joe. What's on this channel? Okay, any I'm checking some from. Kaish, a soon tap send party jack. Mama, we are saying, can you? Hey, remember that?
Offer, Pacha, my friend.
You know what you say?
Masoya, yes, Nana.
Nothing.
Say, baby, I'm here to me, and I'm of fast and miska. I didn't count what you see with business in credit discount. Oh, you're the buy and so I'm here. I won't send me brave. I feel crowd of mobile some transaction or order. Ah,
Debbie. And catch you, catch your offer say on download do tap send. So download the tap sender or send this camera wire. About to send mobile money and our bank account simple.
Tap send.
Yeah, tap send. Now okay, tap send it there. If you see a fan baby ubia, so what Europe and America, Canada, so kura Android, so kuta iPhone, and once we download the app not too full so. In the process, maybe say promo code ADN. No about Nhyira FM Ashaho, a basa automatically no. Yeah, chow £5 and €5 and we are more Europe. So America Canada, yeah chow $10 for free. Oh send this council, yento tap send it there. No fee.
Hey, they just say okay, tap send. No.
Yo Joe. What's on this channel? Okay, any I'm checking some from. Kaish, a soon tap send party jack. Mama, we are saying, can you? Hey, remember that?
Offer, Pacha, my friend.
In the process, maybe say promo code ADN. No about Nhyira FM Ashaho, a basa automatically no. Yeah, chow £5 and €5 and we are more Europe. So America Canada, yeah chow $10 for free. Oh send this council, yento tap send it here. No fee.
Hey, they just say okay, tap send. No.
Yo Joe. What's on this channel? Okay, any I'm checking some from. Kaish, a soon tap send party jack. Mama, we are saying, can you? Hey, remember that?
Offer, Pacha, my friend.
You know what you say?
Masoya, yes, Nana.
Nothing.
Say, baby, I'm here to me, and I'm of fast and miska. I didn't count what you see with business in credit discount. Oh, you're the buy and so I'm here. I won't send me brave. I feel crowd of mobile some transaction or order. Ah,
Debbie. And catch you, catch your offer say on download do tap send. So download the tap sender or send this camera wire. About to send mobile money and our bank account simple.
Tap send.
Yeah, tap send. Now okay, tap send it there. If you see a fan baby ubia, so what Europe and America, Canada, so kura Android, so kuta iPhone, and once we download the app not too full so. In the process, maybe say promo code ADN. No about Nhyira FM Ashaho, a basa automatically no. Yeah, chow £5 and €5 and we are more Europe. So America Canada, yeah chow $10 for free. Oh send this council, yento tap send it there. No fee.
Hey, they just say okay, tap send. No.
Yo Joe. What's on this channel? Okay, any I'm checking some from. Kaish, a soon tap send party jack. Mama, we are saying, can you? Hey, remember that?
Offer, Pacha, my friend.
You know what you say?
Masoya, yes, Nana.
Nothing.
Say, baby, I'm here to me, and I'm of fast and miska. I didn't count what you see with business in credit discount.
Oh, you're the buy. Be the message be bound. Same team being a say.
Sparta Rotterdam.
Rotterdam. Yeah.
Only 15 out.
Wow.
And Sparta Rotterdam this season can lose with Fida. So that was the only code. In fact, a management me and that. And the seems make catch was say yes say na. And the good thing about your code is because they be say best say about couple last minute.
Okay, but who need you know? Say a friend Richard Answer.
Yeah.
I say good morning, Mr. Richard. How are you and your crew? Please tell Fifi, Sparta Rotterdam Warriors yesterday about more of him. We are with you.
Yeah, and then China weekend area, you them painting.
Okay.
Sending me na me kobobo. Se me kobobo na ka Barcelona ne Sparta Rotterdam.
Pe
half time me buy na Barca and Shebi. Na me so Barca dey. Se me train Rotterdam. Na Rotterdam share one. Rotterdam share one na Richardo. Me do fie me check Barca dey no kwa Barca share 2-0. Me say any agbena. Se na ye try Rotterdam.
as an boys first car.
Yeah, you are ready, but of course. Your far Tuesday and Wednesday, you know, you'll be room and Friday.
No, bet in the OTS, yeah, I know, normal. Yeah, the Biana Bidi. Aye, to Dana, or my try your Honkaka. Real Madrid.
I think that before I'll be Madrid and Comono, you have to understand the kind of club Madrid is. And to be very honest, you also have to understand, say, there's a lot of evolution here also. Yeah. The football near born 10 years ago, even Madrid themselves, all the moves can be brain. Look at the kind of signings that Madrid have done. In fact, in terms of permanent signings, apart from Ada Güler, any Kylian Luton Mbappe, any Franco Mastantuono, most of the major players that have come to Madrid have been free. So you take the Heights in last season, killing them, unless it's very important for them, they need to pay money to go and buy. Because only in the transfer markets number be a little bit tactical, for want of a better word. Because you could play player when you so penal or wow, and you can make a lot of mistakes. Oh, Rich, ube team who player be team no born on bornable, but about team enfa. Sometimes it doesn't mean the sporting director is bad. Sometimes it doesn't mean the coach is bad. Even things like adaptability, settling in the club. Man. Madrid was center back with Jacob Ramon, young boy, which Michel AC Milan versus Como. And this season for Como, Jacob Ramon has been solid. But at Madrid is from the Castilla, in fact. So a lot of factors go into how players settling in clubs. And things have changed in football. Which, to be very honest, I think that's
weekend edition of Nhyira Digital Passport Radio at the Abramo Kopim Sadumi Ebabo 3 solid hours. Agudam nsam ko ana yaboabo no a yede Abramo awo dwumade eso yanyina ednuri nnyuma obo edema AFCON 2025 ene ochina ye kama se dwumade na afei yede AFCON 2025 ekoso Morocco no yede nyina aba ne wie no yenyina no so na yemamu nyina ache ednam ase for choosing Nhyira passports ene anopai na enen common door so bebre afisam anene nsam ni nyina na aboabo no a yede Abraham odumade ni so bra YouTube Nhyira TV oba na on subscribe dwumade na no subscribe dia mame owi ana do message no account can be the foreigner atifo ode air kwamane na ewia mo messages out do amodi abani na no yakenkan kama pa etimi edi amamu Gabi the foreigner. I go say good morning.
Good morning.
Now to say
oh nyame adom bibia fine.
Ye nyame ase.
Bibia come. De ne.
Okay, media majesty no so for.
Oh, media majesty ne dey pa.
Top notch pa. Yes ne fe. Afi an kasam say yen clubs no.
Sisi na niam na sesa.
Bia just ye fe. And na so we atapoku. See you Adriana. Just your the brain
na media no e wo ha na.
No.
Sa
on san kan dey no.
And them say ayala de ni nyina be ba. Okay. Just need dey come up.
F quality no. Come up.
And this about could be
back be.
Was a
never 7 day. Who pay shade that true too much.
Where?
Ane.
Where?
Nyame adom. Na where?
Market character man.
I will warn all battle bending.
Sir, ada India na
me were you.
Kwabena. Okay, say tuntum ni gu nti ya na eja.
Next week ya nti no. Bibi abe fine.
Mama team ko na.
Andy. Good morning.
Good morning.
Now to say,
oh, Yanko Pandar, Mamma, what day?
it is Black Star Jesse Uton.
Diego.
Diego. And in our toy, one I'll do the toy, and Diego di Cheo. Oh, I'll tell
and I'm
F, just F, and I'm F. Andy.
Maybe the end there, I can better you are letting her. Where you are letting her. Or letting her one, I can send the seven.
Okay.
Over we are saying, Eliki Coffee won't be there.
Say Manchester Derby, no, not Yabon Eliki Coffee. Minty EPF for me. Might use Yabon Eliki Coffee.
Then besides, we okay, dear.
Bias too much.
And then the wall kick off in a bias.
And I say bias.
I send my ass cannot complain.
Any coach.
Ah, now carry care.
So no hatchery on one year coach.
I said, no
hatchery.
No, I said, no,
it's the coach on one caretaker, also on Cobelli. That is unfair.
Some companies a match in Louisiana.
Oh, okay, best show about Eliki Coffee normally said. Ebiani could draw. Ebiani draw.
Where do you go for Manchester?
Okay, weekend games in the Nyasam Kitokra EPL, Manchester United and Manchester City, and we had the Manchester Derby, Ebaso, Eliki Coffee at 12:30, and as I game no, Yababo at the FO Chelsea, Ababo Brentford, now Liverpool, Abo, Aya Burnley Bukuno, Nottingham Forest, and Arsenal, and Ababo, and the other games in the Hunsam, La Liga, and so Real Madrid, and Amabo L20, no China. Real Sociedad at Tenerife attrain team Barcelona Serie A so no say Milan teams no more ya de papa de tennis Napoli babo Sassuolo na AC Milan abo a lecture Udine enso ni Inter ene babo ani nyina no ahonsam our Bundesliga our Germany so no Leipzig ebe Tenerife omo any team from say Bayern Munich ene babo anu so ahonsam ha ni na no ati fu ebe di san komo no abo aye show no so AFCON 2025 nyame yadma ye rape app dwumadie no ochina awo aye obi man so Morocco ho and dwumadie no so ebetimi akoso but enne the third place game no bronze medal no Egypt ababo aye Nigeria eno aye 4 p.m. na ochina final no aye Senegal and Morocco amnim se eno so ehonsem pi ebeba awo aye dwumadie no asana Real Madrid the game amonso betimi abo against L20 no yet say fans ni bi so mo stadium ha because of players no the last time I'm Abasete boy na Abasete e show me nti no still players no omgo hu papa na de eba ni say Madrid for no aka che supporters say wa baba Santiago Bernabeu na oba still player bia no see ye hu a ye be ban no onso ontimi ma stadium e be hwe Madrid game bia ma anu so hu nsama efro enso eba eno no na Abrante first Magay Abrante no nso free Crystal Palace na what joining a team from Man City da no e dey say omu coach Oliver Glasner enso opani na dwa papa I say your boss season we are or the dwumadie no enso e dey to anso hunsam awani na no ye dey ebedamo na no da Egypt and Senegal no make a pound game no Mo Salah and Egypt players ni bi eko referee so na amo sign bi amo chese referee no aso agisika e de free air Senegal for no sa niam Mohamed Salah koye no yesikaf enso abani Abrante no 2 matches enti chese ne amo game amo ni Nigeria ebebo no Mo Salah enti minsia kan emfa emma Egypt bobuku na nso ahon komo ye de bedamo awo dwumadie no so na yabedi the Ghana Premier League enkomo and House of Folk and it dream Chelsea obia entimi and shebi yebedi nkomo awo game no ho Samson and ye hwe no say Gold Stars and the Kotoko game no ebetimi atodwa and the other games nyina no enkomo awo ha 924 insurance 4.584 yebedi ni na enkomo awo dwumadi no so nemum agi say Gabi the foreigner and the Costa omden eko amanene nti Andy mo bo Brentford we befa
oh yeah we game we mo de efo kra
Brentford
ebe se o wo bibi ya akoye ne be ye be se why you know fast because say game where they answer pan and say younger son of coach in a bed general was a coach with the coach of space the be and visit to school one was science and also one have been pan I'm going to just person
okay
the senior my where you give me an answer boy now we see Lucia about of course
send the bia masama
no de mu lose
mo say the bia mo bobo and so bobo in here so so bobo okay in common in mra na eti for infajumadi no and share some fam.
Are you ready? Okwana was subscribing and fe wet me Emia Domano so anytime be a video be ready no na one sound so etime na uja comment no ha every pem ye baking caring na e dia ma wan hyehyɛ wo do so beda yes semana se na ye ni dwuma kakra emfama wonim say matches p ɛwɔ hɔ as much as players ni bi ekokokoko coaches na di tudwa say omunyom bejai edwuma mpato matches ɛwɔ hɔ say ana community che eno ada wonim say okɔ La Liga game back etodwa eno aye na bobo kono wo mu kokwachi Espayon ebo mu ntena mienu ma chese eja wo mu nsom ntimi antimu ba kokra na chese ade a ha adwiri ye panti joru na bobo kono enema aye kama ede mo ma no ye reporter eba ewo dwumadi so na ene other matches akari nyina no eto so Levante wo mu kwakotro Madrid ene Santiago Bernabeu game a eto dwa ho nsem na kwakoye de here na yetire ye di bedi ehu nkomo ye pa na wahudewa esi ekori mayo kabo bobo kono wo metena fie wo mu Athletic Club Bilbao ana edisia ne afese benya Osasuna womni Rio Oviedo game no etoja eho ana ayesibo enso ewenti yedi diete dendenden afe Thomas Tepate ni team VRL womo kwa kotro Ribetis na fe womo game ne so etima twenty ani e matesa ebetoja ne ewala Liga game na no pe no ye ketre diama atena matesa toja ne hetefe womni Valencia ebo na yenya Atletico Madrid womni Deportivo Alaves bobo kona ana edisia ne afe Tavigo any Rayo Vallecano bebo na yaba benya Real Sociedad womo any Barcelona game no etima 20 Monday Night Football yebenya Elche womo any Sevilla ana Elbontisa ana La Liga matches na no so ebesi akọ na uche league table ne dia Barcelona bobo koni lidi womo 49 points ana fe there's a Madrid atosumi no womo 45 points afa benya Villarreal womo 41 points womo tosumi ansa enani Atletico Madrid womo 38 points afọ benya Espanyol Barcelona womo tosunum womo enso 34 points ansana 29 points no Equerry Betis womo tosu ensia eba ne ntenato dia Kylian Mbappe as 18 goals Ferran Torres as 11 goals afọ Vidat Muruki Equerry 11 goals Robert Lewandowski Equerry 9 goals Alberto Morero wono Equerry 8 goals ubenya bench din Adi Juan Hernandez wono Equerry 8 goals Rafinha Equerry 7 goals Brantan din Adiboja Iglesias Equerry 7 goals Julian Alvarez Equerry 7 goals Lamine Yamal and so Equerry 7 goals na fe when you bench the Adi Vaslav Vinat wono sum Equerry 7 goals and aya reporter etotwa awala Liga game na no pe no ya kache dem ay chance ria ye konkodin koma kakra another piece aboboko no ati Atlanta womu abo 1-1 and ye game at chance no so no etotwa awo aya ma chance ria and na matches akade twene with niti kacho wo metre fiomni Inter and ebana fe no SS Napoli atrafie wo mni Sassuolo de ase ani Juve and Cagliari kacho and de be kwakwese ani and ye matches and betotwa awo chance ria afe Sunday and we Atlanta and ubenya Parma womu any Genoa ebo afe unya Bologna any Fiorentina ubenya Torino any AS Roma na wanya AS Milan no mani Lecce womu game net me atwede Monday and 2 matches na eba so Como bobo Colombo kwa wetu SS Lazio no mo game net me atwede ansana Cremonese betena fie womu na Ras Bologna womu game net sweat me ba so uko eteden Serie A ebari Inter bobo kona womu na LED 46 points le kromo afe de otosumi no AC Milan wono 43 after 40 points no ekwa Napoli wɔn to so miɛnsa ɛnan ne yɛ Juve wɔn 39 points after the same points no anu ebi ekwa AS Roma wɔn to so ɛyɛ ɛnan enum yɛ Como Boboko no with 34 points and nkɔmɔ yɛ total ɛwɔ Serie A no pato ɛba ne ntrato Roberto okay Royal Lautaro Martinez Wano as 10 goals after Christian Pulisic ekra 8 goals Kenan Yadels ekra 7 goals Rafael Leao ekra 7 Hakan Çalhanoğlu ekra 7 Abranta Yefano Ricardo Oslani Wano ekra 7 goals Marcus Thuram ekra 6 goals Mathieu Sule ekra 6 goals Nico Paz ekra 6 Rasmus Hojlund ekra 6 Santiago Castro Wano ekra 6 after Abranta Dede Anastasios Dovikas Wano ekra 6 goals Machu Pellegrino, one class 6, a gift Oban, a class 6 goes and Sana Kenan, Aya Davis, and so no, a class 6 goes and Aya Tinatua Etota, our Terence Ria, Mameko German Bundesliga, Mindin Komakakra, another Anton Frankfurt, woman of Vada Beme Gimno, at Mitodana, Germany Banner, Naya 3-3, and will be at Timasa, and then Matasaka Airtrend, Borussia Dortmund, Motinafia, woman St. Pauli, and the Airborne, Yebena FC Cologne, woman Men So 5, after Hamburger SV, woman Borussia Mönchengladbach ni enya tie di Hofian wo mu any ban of follow Kosen afi Hadanium abakwa kwato Wolfsburg Boboko no wo mu game na tima trende na wanya RB Leipzig ko motina fie any Bayern Munich enso abo sa game na 5:30 ana trende afi tina the two matches Stuttgart tina fie wo mu Union Berlin na abo Wolfsburg tina fie wo mu Freiburg ese ne entade ya matches total our German Bundesliga uko mu league table no so eno ya 47 points and the club Bayern Boboko no Borussia Dortmund atosumi no womo ekra 36 points after 32 points no ekra RB Leipzig womo tosumi ensa ena ye Stuttgart Boboko no womo 32 points waba benya 30 points eno kratie di Hofian after team and dinade Bayern of Leverkusen womo tosu ensia womo 29 points inti sababa pen and community eba ntrato dia Hurricane 20 goals Dennis Undaf 10 goals after Haris Tabakovic wono 9 goals Luis Diaz 9 goals Michael Olise wanu suno 9 goals waba benya Jonathan Baggett wanu 8 goals Said Mala wanu 7 goals after Christophe Bunkadna 6 goals Fisnik Aslani 6 goals waba benya Jen State wanu 6 goals Seu Grassi 6 Jean Diamande 6 African Uzan 6 goals waba benya Branton Dedi Ahmed Amura wanu 6 goals team La Pera wanu so ekwa 6 goals atasa Kramada Jimunyina no ekwa 6 and obenya party 6 womo so nyina ekwa 6 goals wo ha eno ye dia etoja our German Bundesliga enano pe no yakatire ede amount.
Okay, quickly in free Germany na yanto so el France na mame fato ni se weekend we matches eba so el French Ligue 1 no e match week 18 na the ten say Andra Friday nya 2 games eba so el French Ligue 1 no na the ten say Andra team from say Monaco women tenafi el Star Louis Day women so 3-1 enema away side you from say Lorraine na e black first Bamba Diang one and the chef first go enema away side you from say Lorraine and wachi Ansumani Fati ebenya equalizer enema Monaco afi black first Gian Victor Makengo ebe restore lead no enema team you from say Lorraine and Sana Karim Demani ebe third go enema Lorraine team na and Monaco etenafi elusu 3-1 enema mo na no penny de wonsem Tifonya El show so elsewhere El Parc de Prince under Paris Saint-Germain etnafie wo share 3 Emily wo entimante na Osman Dembele and a share first and second goal and my team from Paris Saint-Germain na the tense Andra Dembele second goal no winya mi hwe masa akwana chese die tia waje Ballon d'Or wentia and ono Osman Dembele waje Ballon d'Or unche Andra abna tefase disare duwe and a ball 2 pass and my Osman Dembele na defenders 3 Dembele Jibo the call left bonkum atwemian sane nyina bom go wie penalty box na chi and what chipe ball no e the two keeper na chi kama etiano Dembele ekire de ntia ewi asinyina wono ene yi ni se ball no gonim ball ni go na efepa ye be wie game no 90+3 and Bradley Bakola free bench e the third goal ebe so and my Paris Saint-Germain team na Andra wo mtina fi esha 3 e ma Lee Entimante na ene Saturday matches number ɛbɛ to so French Ligue 1 na mame fato anim sɛ ɛnɛ ɛbɔ 4 o'clock PM Lens ɛtena fi ɔmo ne ɔzɛ ɛnɛbɔ ɛno akyi Toulouse ɛbɛtena fi 6 o'clock PM wɔn ɛne OGC Nice ɛnɛbɔ afi ɛbɔ 5 PM a yɛwɔ Angers ɔmo tena fi wɔn ɛne Olympic Marseille ɛbɛbɔ Nyankopɔn adoma ɔkyena Sunday na ɔkyena 2 o'clock PM Strasbourg wɔn ɛtena fi Stade de la Maniou wɔn ɛne Met ɛnɛbɔ ɛno akyi ɛbɔ 4:15 PM a ɛyɛ 2 games ɛna ɔkyena ɛba so French Ligue 1 not fie ɔmo Paris FC ɛbɔ ɛno akyi Rennes ɛbɛtena fie Razon Park wɔm ɛne Le Havre ɛbɔ no afei wɔkyena 7:45 PM Lyon fie ɔmo ne Brest game aba so a ɛna no pɛ yɛde update ɛmɛtiefo nyina show no so na deɛ tiri sɛ ɛyɛ Paris Saint-Germain ɛna di kan French Ligue table no so na PSG team no wɔm 42 points deɛ tiri ne sɛ Lens ɛtɔ so mmienu wɔm 40 points deɛ tiri ne sɛ Olympic Marseille team no wɔm so ɛtɔ so mmiɛnsa ɔmo 32 Lille ɛtɔ so 9 wɔm 32 Lyon ɛtɔ so ɔmo 30 ɛna Rennes team ɛtɔ so nsia wɔn nso ɛwɔ 30 points na Mason Greenwood ɛna di kan ɛwɔ Mia Batel top scoring chart ne so ɛwɔ French Ligue 1 wɔhyɛ 11 goals afei Joaquin Panichili ɛboma Strasbourg wɔhyɛ 10 goals Esteban Laporte ɛwɔ 9 ɛno akyi Pavel Sorge ɛwɔ 8 goals yɛ Elsin Edward Wesley Said ɔno nso ahyɛ 7 goals wɔn mmienu nyinaa ɛwɔ 7 goals apiece afei Bradley Bakola Elan Kebal Sofiane Diop Ansu Fati Lassin Sinayoko and Afe Roman Del Castillo woman yina so ache 6 goals and no payere won sepina and ma tiefo yina el show so afe yefri France na yento so e England na oba Premier League ni ma e match week 22 and a weekend we ever so na nyame aduma and Saturday awie and na e chance 12:30 PM big game Old Trafford Manchester United fie woman the Sky Blues of Man City and na ebo na yenyenim Man United apamo manager Jefan se Ruben Amorim ama se caretaker manager Jefan se Michael Carrick wono ena in charge and ma team from se Man United na anra Michael Carrick and say Michael Carrick ne pre-match press conference eba so no Michael Carrick say Jefan to obianim say wono wabo Manchester United da se wasabe manager and Man United na United ana na kuma so yie pa do wetima ka and say United adwuma jadema omo demand results nimum ade ba kwa ewo and say we improve Manchester United team no na say we improve team and say we improve players na e che say we improve team no eti ade bia ono ewo say Michael Carrick aye bia no go be e Manchester United yentie caretaker manager and United Michael Carrick.
Yeah, listen, it's fantastic to be here. It's a great feeling for me to be in this position. You know, I think played different roles for this club and learned to fall in love with the club for so long. And it's a massive part of my life and has been for so long. And so I'm fully aware of the position I'm in. You know, in so many different ways. So as well as that, I'm eager to succeed. You know, we've got a big job to do. It's an important job, and it always is here to win games and to play well and to do it in a certain way. So
what does success look like then? Is it Champions League qualification? Is that what success will be?
Yeah, I think improvement. You know, I think certainly improvement, helping improve individuals. I think big part of what I really.
Okay, the Red Devils of Manchester United, mo caretaker manager, Jefferson Michael Carrick, and our team manager no. Nenkase okase nano pay no. Jere won some MT for you show no so. Nan opposite number the Sky Blues of Man City. Omo manager Jefferson Pep Guardiola. Na Guardiola say on say manager be our team na only team ekoba. What me analyze e won manager yi boss say en wakobo ne Michael Carrick there. Ye nyina nim say the first game and Man United. Enu ne enti ade ba kwa was City. Wo mu aya ne say omo focus na omo ball. Wo mo ball ne mum say line up ne ba. Eno ba decision na wo be take yentie City manager Jefferson Pep Guardiola.
Yeah, well, you have more info about what the opponent or the manager, the opponent does. You have to give more info to the players. When you don't have any info, don't give info to the players and focus on yourself. So this, maybe with a lineup, tomorrow you have an idea. You can have, some idea what Middlesbrough has done, or when Michael was in few games, one of games was his first part as a manager in Man United, but tactics is about the players, and the players that you have United tomorrow is to play different.
Okay, we Pep Guardiola manager and Man City and our tenant cancer or Casanyami do an area at 12:30 p.m. Old Trafford, Man United and airborne now the Tense Anthony Taylor and a center referee and area game or Kwakodi now the Tense about 3 o'clock p.m. and 5 games and a bus for Premier League Oko Stamford Bridge at Chelsea Elfie woman and Brentford and Liam Rossinia a Chelsea manager and say Adiabakwa was a Chelsea Omoyan say home record and shara enye enti e was a create atmosphere e was Stamford Bridge na o game eyehu nimum game ne de e was Chelsea ewene yente Chelsea manager ye fancy Liam Rossinia.
Not really in terms of a surprise. The biggest surprise is I felt how welcomed I've been. It's honestly the staff, everybody involved in the club here at the training ground at the stadium last night, the players as well. They've made my life very easy. They're a great group to walk into. I think a lot of the messages I've given to the players, they've taken on board. It's a disappointing result and disappointing to lose the goals in the manner we did, but a lot of really, really encouraging signs as well. And I just want to keep that going. So overall, the surprise is
Okay, Chelsea manager and our tenant can say Obo players and about to say woman a human eye for power and found Chelsea team no woman so 3-2 Edema Arsenal so when a players in Edin Kuma woman encouragement Omo catch and say coach ebeye just lost keke and a Chelsea enya nimum Chelsea ever form to my pefra and no Liam Rossinia and this handsome atuga na Leeds United ever Tinafi Ellen Road woman Fulham and Ebo Liverpool at Tinafi Anfield woman Bob Benley manager your friend say Ancelot was say timer team from say Liverpool Wombo UEFA Champions League na elfie Womulusu 4 and my team from say PSV no woman last and I say 4th game and I say 4th goal now woman consider edit PSV no dismantle team you from say Liverpool nemum ever since omunya salos no game be Liverpool abon omu improve nemu de team kan and it's a Liverpool team no woman say improvement et game ne die e was omo we ne yentie Liverpool manager you fancy Ancelot.
No, ideally it's not 11 games unbeaten, it's 11 wins in a row. That's always where you're aiming for, if that is realistic. It might be for some teams. I think Villa won a lot of games in a row. But from where we were when we conceded the 4th goal against PSV and then where we are now, I think we're in a much better place. But there's still enough room for improvement. But that room for improvement was there also last season when we were top of the league and top of the Champions League in this period.
Okay, the tenant can Ancelot manager Animal Liverpool and our tenant can say Casano. Now, Mammy Fantuman say Oko Stadium of Lighter and team from Sunderland, Everton F.E. Gom and the Crystal Palace and Ebo after Tottenham Hotspur Elfie, Gom and the West Ham United game in Ebabaso about 5:30 p.m. on Nottingham Forest, our City Ground Stadium, Gom and the Gunners Arsenal and Ebo, Mikel Arteta, a manager, Edema Arsenal was say Omunim say Nottingham Forest game a difficult pa. Now, if you last season Ebebian Emrebia, woman Nottingham Forest elbow our way no, a yana game emodi, name Arsenal team way no, woman team BB, eti omode different focus and a co gamer, woman any team from say Nottingham Forest, elbow and anano pino, Jerewu Sempina, Emma Tilfoina El Shono so, eti Udia Mikel, okay, Mikel Arteta voice and you're ready there. Mammy Fatuman is saying, Adma Ochina, your games are ever so El Premier League. Now the Tuesday Ochina 2 o'clock p.m. Wolverhampton Wanderers Elfie, woman any Newcastle United and Ebo, now for 4:30 p.m. Aston Villa Villa Park, woman any Everton game Abaso, young back near T Arsenal, woman manager first Mikel Arteta.
A top coach, really good at what he does. You can see straight away the fingerprints in the team, the way they play, the results that they got against some of the big teams as well, how difficult they constantly making you so experienced in the league. So a very tough match. Yeah, we know that we can only focus on what we can do. When the games are earlier, if you have the possibility to see them, you do. If they are later, the same, nothing changes, but the only focus and the aim is to prepare.
Okay, to wait the league leaders, the Gunners Arsenal, or manager Fence Mikel Arteta, and our team manager in Kana, Yami Adwa Monday, about 8 o'clock p.m. Brighton and Hove Albion, Woman Tenefi American Express Community Stadium, Woman and the bottom of Enable, Na Arsenal and the Dika Premier League table, so Woman 49 points, Man City at Tosumino, Woman 43, Aston Villa Tosumi and Omo 43, and watch Liverpool Tosunai, Woman 35 points, Brentford Tosunum, Omo 33, Newcastle Tosunisia, Woman 32, United Toson, Womo 32 and of Chelsea team no, Womo Toso and Watria almost 31 points. Now the Chelsea top scoring chart Premier League no. Ellen Haaland and Edikai was 20 goals. I got Thiago Ebama Brentford was 16 goals. Antoine Semenyo Ashes 10 goals. And what Dominic Calvert-Lewin 9 goals. After Hugo Ekitike, Bruno Guimaraes, Danny Welbeck, and after Gian Felipe Mateta. Womo Sina Ashe 8 goals apiece. And on a pay everyone some MT for your El show so.
Well, okay, so now you're training now in Kobakaka, and Crofama. So now, what him say, dear 10 year, a man for the door na Casa, na Siciano, one tenor, clear opinion, the Jerry Zidane. Now, reporter, Menseka, Siciano, Oko de Blues, and answer the France national team. Yes, Siciano, man making plans, sir, and Dumano, almost so henafe, womet me Eddie Amano Natesano, and swear to me, Aboye Pentin, Kobakakra, Mensa Eka, Siciano, Oko the France national team, I had so paying almost no Eddie Dumano Eddie Amano. Yes, initial steps no mateke na initial steps o mateke o makate Zidane no yes ama Zidane asase atase ne backroom staff for no be adwuma no ene ono ankasa asase ne paying for edin koma atase ese wonya ne backroom staff o betime ase adwuma na se edema the first national team na reporter efi o paying akatem edi aba e odwuma de so na Juve yes o medin koma abrante de Jean Philippe Mateta yes o many abrante de din koma ye pa ama positive talks ana tesomanya na yase Crystal Palace boboko no ebia the exiting conditions ana ebe depende ansa na brantene timako na yase nkrofo no se ene yase ekobaze so muntimi ntona e loan deal no beto afi omofan loan a ene obligation to buy no enso ba beto so ento bolo ni wi na fam ometimi ato brantene din edition Philippe Mateta ene ye report e free Juve akate edi eba ni amense kan yase Crystal Palace game a edo menum bebo brantene so na obesi aka de ma Crystal Palace boboko no eno ayam kobaka kwaso a bensa eka e odwumade so na makom no did akwa kwedi nkoma kakra me ba be ka to say yase man de France no wo maka che players ne so mtwomu mutan ene abetene ye pe ene wo mbehuru omo pa na omo se entimi masa man de wini division 2 club ebo na wayi wa fi air competition na me anim ne eye ni wusampa adimo omo man de France no enti player bi na obebo ni bi again Levante ne ene ehuru pa de obete na yase Madrid at warning yase Madrid team no atwe a statement de ababo nto mo catch supporters ne say we winim na ene obaba Santiago Bernabeu na ba ya wadwe so ba be who player bi de wo mu wi a omo ba be CCTV camera no na omo ye CCTV da ko catch bongo na e ba be CCTV panya ene o meto aso e ba na sa wontimi West Stadium ho biem kra ban ano me de ba man nampom enka pese ene ayi player bi ankoba no mo de a wasan kwa kohuru no amana kwa kofa asema ba Madrid team ne say so person who player bi a stadium na ti kwabena no kwa and players ni si no mo ba ni ehu omunya wura park ni so say kima o mo se de aka ne de ensemo kwa sha na tese mo de ma players na anya sa pa na we ya mad the fan mad supporter na ko wura Santiago Bernabeu na ko eso obehuru player bi pa de a ene no na so twen ana tese be ko edema no reporter Real Madrid edi eba odwumede so na no pe no make check kakra edema na Barcelona wo mu akoda reso ba akwa de dinadi draw akoda hi wenimbo ni boye pa na eze akoda na keka se wono ba se no hadia line wa ansana ba se be mana bo first 11 de ebe ya dem pa if you reserve kra na eya ne ma se dan kan ntim what is a PSG de mu da ho enti yaso aka tie ne namfo so no wonya PSG obako na yase PSG fo no aso sase ne akoda di nkoma se ne wo mu no mu ye yodom dia yase Abrante no release cost at Dakodan so 60 6 million pe kitu bi baza with this car 6 million release cost pep and Dakodan so I say I don't say kobase PSG4 betua akodan betima ba be player e ma PSG boboko no and here reporter mensaka na aside that no so Matisse Borussia Dortmund enso edin komo atese wo mo so nya akoda ko na wo mo so be he no ma sign no pa na enye team and team e Borussia Dortmund kwa yɛse clubs bebree ɛwɔ ha wɔma adwe sɛ wɔmanya akoda na ɔmo pɛ woba Premier League yɛse team no bi wɔ hɔ ɔmo so ɛnya abranta de de du a wɔm so bɛyɛ na kyɛ sɛ ɔmo asan akoda no na ɛno na Luis Enrique ɛkɔ interview ana no ada nsɛntwerɛfoɔ ayi nkɔkɔsɛfo ego bi sanse atete sɛ yɛse Barcelona ɛwɔ akoda bi a de gyina de do na munya akoda na mo pɛ ana ɔse yɛnka mo bi ankyɛ sɛ onim hwee na ɔnte hwee ana kyɛ sɛ onim bibia de mo bia enti ɔka to bia so ɔkɔ akoda ɛno adeɛ ɛno ne ade a wɔn betumi aka mo bia nso ɛte ɛno ɛyɛ reporter efi Dro Fernandez akate ɛde ɛba ɛwɔ dwumade so na anɔpɛ no mekɛte ɛde ama na Oliver Glasner wɔnom ɛyɛ head coach ɛde ma Crystal Palace boboko no na ɔpanyin ɛno a ana kyɛ sɛ beto dwa sɛ ɛnɛ yɛbɔ season ni wi a ɛnya de sɛ ɔbɛto so ne Crystal Palace ayɛ adwuma biem na ɛno na nsɛntwofo ko bi sa sɛ players na ɛkokɔ kokoni ntina wɔyɛ wadwen sɛ wombɔ Crystal Palace womboa ɛnkoto mu biem na ɔso dabi ɛnyɛ sa somewhere October ana ɔkoka test Paris mo sɛ wɔn ohia new challenge and it's a season ni ba na wie a ɛnya de sɛ ɔbɛtena team no nti ɛnyɛ sɛ bi a ni players ne ko bi te sɛ Magayi ɛkonti ana kyɛ sɛ ɔno nso ɛfiri team no ɛyɛ reporter ɔno nso ɛde ɛba ɛwɔ dwumade so na Magayi ni move to Manchester City no ɛno ada na ɛbɛtɔ dwa sɛ ɛyɛ 20 million pounds ɛno ɛyɛ sky yɛsɛ ɛyɛ likely sɛ wɔmɛtumi atwa no ɔmde atɔ abrante no na ɛna nɔpɛ ɛmu abie paa reporter mensa ka yɛsɛ wokeka variables ne nneɛma kakra de sisia ni a around bɛyɛ 26 million pounds ɛno ɛyɛ sky Manchester City boboko no ɛbɛtumi de atɔ abrante no de Magayi wowie mu krampa di a advance kakra bi bɛtumi aba akyɛ no yɛ 3 million pounds a ɛno nso bɛtumi aba bɛtɔ akyɛ ne nyina na kyɛ no ɛtumi aba ma Magayi akɔ akɔsi akan ɛde ama team and din ɛde Manchester City na ne sika no breakdown aba yɛsɛ per year bia no sika abrante no ɛbɛnya no ɛyɛ 15.6 million pounds per year ɛna ɛwotwam per month bia no ɛyɛ 1.3 million pounds per month ɛne yɛ sika abrante no bɛnya ana wohwɛ per week bia nso deɛ a ɛno ɛyɛ 300,000 pounds a week ɛne yɛ sika abrante no ɛnso ɛgye ɛti wotumi sɛ ne sika sɛm no ɛyɛ kama ɛde ma abrante no din ɛde Magayi ɛno nso nkɔmɔ kakra ne reporter mensaka ɛyɛ sɛ ɛfi nɛ ɛkɔpem ɛtena no pa ɛsɛ abrante no officially wɔtumi adwane City boboko no ayere so ayɛ by Monday na ɛsɛ City ɛde official communique ɛde ɛba ɛnti Crystal Palace game a ɛdɔ mɛnimɛnya de sɛ abrante no de Magayi ɛbɛsi akan ɛde ma Manchester City boboko no ɛno yɛ reporter mensaka ɛwɔ dwumade so na anɔpɛ meka kyerɛ ɛde ma sisi ɔkɔ Manchester City a ɛba ne center back ne deɛ defenders no wɔn option bebree wɔn ɛwɔ Ruben Dias ɔhɔ Magayi ba bɛka ho Jesco Vadio ɛwɔ hɔ ayi Kusanov ɛnso ɛwɔ hɔ wɔn Netanyahu John Stones nso ɛwɔ hɔ ana Max Allen nso aba bɛka ho ɛnti sɛ ɛno ne option a Pep Guardiola ɛnso bɛtumi ɛyi so ɛna no pɛ meka kyerɛ ɛde na sisi no ade sɛ Chelsea boboko deɛ ɛsɛ na amanfo ɛto defenders kwabena yɛnso ɛbɛto na yɛyɛ deɛ no ansa mo pɛ ɛyɛ player na mpɛ goalkeeper mo deɛ mo se mo pɛ ball playing goalkeeper kwabena yɛyɛ deɛ pɛ ball playing center back yɛne mo nyɛ pɛ enti yɛ coach ne se wɔhia ball playing center back na ɔmo sa akoda baako ɛwɔ ɛyɛ Olympic Lyon na yɛse Enzo Maresca ɛba bɛka sɛ wɔhia bi na wokɔ Champions League a yɛse Chelsea ahyɛ dɛ gya one slot ɛwɔ hɔ ɛne deɛ Maresca brɛ so dadaada ana ɔmo gya one slot because na ɔmo wɔgyidie sɛ dankyɛn kɔma bia ɔmo bɛto player baako ba bɛka ho na ɔmo tɔ saa player na ɛso ɔmo nya baabi ɛnso afixe no ɛnti reporter mɛnsa ka sɛ adeɛ sɛ ɛne wokɔ Lyon a wɔn abrante baako ɛwɔ hɔ tɛsɛ akoda no yɛsɛ bɔɔ paa na adeɛ ɛwɔ mu yɛsɛ ne contract ɔrene no ɛyɛ to 29 ɛno ne adeɛ a tɛsɛ ha adwene kakra bɛtaa Chelsea ayɛ ɔmo adwene sɛ kwankuro bi aso ɔmɛkɔ akɔfa no akoda no ɛdena ba yɛsɛ 20 years na akoda no ɛnya ɛneɛ wobɔ ne din a baabi bia Jeremy ɛyɛ jacket ana tɛsɛ dodoɔ no anso afɛ no akoda yi wɔnim bɔ yie paa na sɛ nkurɔfoɔ no pɛ no adi no abuyɛ ɛnti kwabena yɛyɛ na ɔmo 60 million ana tɛsɛ ɔmo bɛgye 60 million euros ana tɛsɛ ɔmo pɛ sɛ ɔmo gye ɔmo sɛ ɔmo anya hwɛ koraa deɛ ɛnyɛ ne 66 million euros ɔmo nya sɛ sika no a ɛbɛboa ma tɛsɛ Jeremy aba bɛsi akan ɛde ma Chelsea boboko ɛtumi sɛ wɔso wɔ yie paa sɛ ankwankɔyɛ basikele deɛ no bi deɛ a sɛ ɔno nso France wɔ ha wɔn nso tuntum akama wo height no nso akama the same thing wɔn nan ɔmo bibiaa kame yɛ sɛ ɛyɛ ayɛ pɛ the only difference between the basikele yɛ sɛ wɔabɔ ne ti na ade the difference Chelsea woman ja Chelsea so hesa akoda no ebetimi aba na waba beboa Chelsea boboko no na ya sister Rene say anya rekwa de say wo man fa na matim bia ne sama ansa na ebiom be ja akoda ni ma wo mo so etimi eja akoda men no e report feature sakate ade eba.
Okay, young transfer na young first stories ni bi MTF for na e show no so live on Nhyira 104.5 FM na ye free Europe na yemra Africa ye continent so yenim se nyame yadoma and Saturday and afi ochina Sunday and a bronze na se bronze medal game e was ba so and a third place game e was ba so AFCON 2025 num and afi final game e ba so nyame yadoma ne and afi ochina na me kai pa anono pasia and e be story e man se okwa kafa meeting e ba so na CAF ESCO members meeting na Ebasono wom eko take decision nyame ya do 2028 hwan ene also hosting AFCON na de me say kan say Andra meeting na Ebaso CAF on aso no first one the tense member association no will be ebai Algeria football federation president wono kwa enenti mama enwachi obekam be story e de masasam eto CAF for no wo suspend no enwachi omasa fine no nemum Andra meeting Samuel eto wo kobi nemum de me say kan say Andra Samuelato, Emsa Assembly Hanipa, one Casa, what would be and a meeting on a banner, the mere seconds a meeting on a last less than 2 hours, and a movie now about Ethiopia for a person, woman hosting Yamia Duma 2028 AFCON, Nemum Andra Koeno, Ethiopia for Ankasa, a Chasa, woman who interest, oh, Nemum de Texas, South Africa, woman and Botswana, woman and a bus, Yamia Duma 2028 AFCON, woman hosting Nemum, Jamie seconds. Andra, woman entimi take decision bia chese another meeting eba so ansana CAF take decision country by and on the 2028 African Cup of Nations eba mano now hosting no update Africa for woman so eba and no payere wonsem emetie for nya e show no so na nyame aduma ene 4:00 PM and a third place game eba so na the Egypt mino woman in Nigeria enebo Jalal Jaid from Morocco a center referee na for video assistant referee Ako Adema Lalu Ben Braham from Algeria. It was a match officials. Nyami Aduma and a third place gamer. Eba so between Egypt and of Nigeria. Wom Ekwakodia and Nanopeno. Jade update Ematefonia El Shono. Na Egypt and Nigeria gamer Eba Sono. Jamie seconds Egypt only 2 players. Bako Mawan Ata and of Anase Mawan Atia and of Abrantia fan say Mohamed Salah. Wom Entimi Emobi. Nina say Obakan semi-final gamer. Eba so between Omaya, je from Senegal, and of Egypt, no, Japan game, no, Yebenya Mawan Atia, and of Arantefa and Mohamed Salah, Woman Kubo among some animal referee, je fancy Pia, Anasa Piari, Gaslan, Acho. Now, according to CAF for no, woman say they are not 2 players in each channel. One person of much say referee or Kwaji Adamudia and Uti and what D game no editiomo. Now, CAF disciplinary committee, woman say 2 players in a suspend omo, 2 games, a chasing Yamia Duma and a game of Ebasono, Mohamed Salah, a team mobi, and watching Egypt on next game, our African continent. So, I'm not telling for Mohamed Salah, and also on team Mobi, a bad news, and my Egypt mana and Anopeno, Jerome Sam Ematia for your so na Andra Egypt omo training eba so na Richard de tense unim say Andra Egypt training omo pejo mani a drone and now so and I say na we crowd the third place game enye first and second okase ko trophy na omo nim gentia and I say omo nim baby as drone e free na omo speculate and I say speculation na omo ye no omo gidi e pass we dey be ekuta boys Nigeria for na na person omo yesa eti Andra see Egypt omo technical staff no edu baby no omo japa ema akra bi no kra and I say akra bi omo ye ma gese ankoma kwiti training nemom Andra train omo toa so nemom eno mu giant eno kakra efi Egypt goma seba enano pay yere wonsem ematie fonya e show no so nyame aduma ene third place game eba na wie ya jeme se kase nyame aduma ochina ena omo nsabeka omo medals na ochina e Rabat ena first place game ana say final game eba so na yebo final ni wie ena medals bia na e wo se omo ni team bia ena and for players coaches omade mama mu etinyame ya aduma wo ene obedi third no wochina and I won sa ebeka medals el rabata and am payade wonsem ema tiefo na el show no so na yeka final game no wonsem nyame ya aduma wochina 7:00 p.m. Senegal and Morocco enable a big game na itinerary said ye enoma be sia kunyame ya aduma wochina jemi say can say a 3:00 p.m. local time el Morocco and ombebe gate and which they tell say closing ceremony at 6:30 p.m. after kickoff 8:00 p.m. local time el Morocco and sanity and no pay no jere won sampina ema telephone el show no so na yewie no Real Madrid da me say can say nyame yadom na Madrid and Levante enable na your press ni bua omo nyina pra omo ntimi mobi Andre Lunin Eda Militao Antonio Rudiger Ferland Mendy Trent Alexander-Arnold and Afi Rodrigo Women entimi mobi enfama rema de nyame adom na we a yere wonsem emati fo nyina e show no live on Nhyira 104.5 FMT Richard obi ani wode a na chese besi
but my gain ne bo of bawo
oh there be say nyame adom a June and on contract be na we aka 5 months
oh okay
the 20 million kula de
my gay pa I was English bought 3 Lions na ne bondi boss Adiama Crystal Palace na also Cotonou 26 I'm there for enti I'm in Chemuna Adiama
player kind of 5 months
na Crystal Palace for no mutra man cards man
o de be say boy na dey on dey come making intention clear e ka be 1 year no catch so no team no mo bi obeko so what you say enti u be hwe kula
no ntimi renew na nke jo munya
dey bo renew
cash kakra bi enfi mu 20 days
e bi ankomodi na course bi bi an chese renew on memana tena and also like on memana ko so what you say
and no but sometimes you better am nipa na renew ade no aka che ne say team bi aba e beton ni age cash no any say ye end bia
o ba say we kra na good
no 6 months it's okay 20 days okay but me chere say time no move and contract ne so no hanke beka ti adentina brofo ne dia mo pese beka say has mu ye bi eka say adentina say otena ma player can 6 months
difference is say has eka 5 months o ntimi to player 26 million
on be say credit statement about surplus requirement okay into adwumade ne insurance 4.5 say no ndo abo yenya na yenwura games nim yenim say Premier League, La Liga, Serie A, Bundesliga, and AFCON so na wrap up this weekend. Na ya share said ya hunse nina no ABC ako. If you join your live our YouTube and Chat TV. Na yemfa discussions no fa games no nyina emfa emramo. Kofi Mayeska na Esha said amawia na Bismarck who should be Ireland so no abana edi games no ahun komo etimi edi Kofi, good morning. Bibia Bokode Mpacho message no betimi dia batisi yi ni akenkan ede ama ose Ibrahim Mensa. Good morning, Richard, watching live from Dubai. Greeting to Linda Fifi Mayeska. Hey, edi an uti Dubai dia ma Kofi Mayeska. Also the Linda. Oh, okay. Oba mebusa no na my say the official obeja to mana say onje entum okay catch this there say good morning Richard got more fire any update on Liam Roxanier listening to you live from KNUSC student clinic X-ray department okay student clinic X-ray department okay ho and abrante no ohwe show no enso edi efri Roxanier msan pay na sama okan aba Chelsea or say obai Chelsea players na madwuma na emre as the obeken bia no omtena sentem enti anoni so far abikakra ewo Liam Roxanier enso ehono no meso betimi do message no aba na yakenkan etimi edi ama Francis Akite good morning official no edi free eye Dubai Samson John Mark also good morning Mr. Mayu hope all is well today. I be I have fine Besha City. Worst case scenario, and it's a number board draw. And they meet me, I can't show and no coffee. Good morning. What's away, you know? Okay, any Dumne na.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
You can hear me. I turned it off and on. Connection.
Good morning.
Connection is unconnected.
The connection is not connecting.
It's not connecting. Sometimes some connections don't connect. How far?
Cool.
Yeah, fine.
Oh yeah.
Next week you have a funeral.
Your
week auntie is lying in state. Are you born son?
Would I say you know me feel?
You don't born son for years. So you are doing the year yourself.
Some member no.
31st also is Love FM and Share FM.
Yeah. Let me have my 31st.
Yeah, 31st.
And Love in Share FM.
Yeah.
Fitness.
Also we say we funeral as what.
Me sure say ye call Fatilu
walk on. Wow.
If you want to move I say. Me so I say it.
Ma unkwan we fun so atun.
So far the make say me.
Unkwan.
Aye.
Okay. Next 31st day no. And I just say Anna walk bisa and it's also good for connection.
Sure.
Media person, come and meet people that connect and do business. It's a very important part. So, idea, pay me photo calendar. So, send me 31st. Day na MPV phone better primaries. Yeah, nanti. Show sneaker, show shows.
Kumasi City Mohoni Beshas. Yeah. Pacho, I know past 6 a.m.
Past 6 quick.
Yeah, 6 and yet 7.
Yeah, baby, aerobics near the soldier for bar, police for bar, fire for bar. Yes, moral.com for General.
Yes, you walk on it, refresh you.
Exactly. We been here the king money at the end. And they was switching fast to do.
Oh, yes, your point was in coffee.
Around Crown Crest. Oh, no, but to Monica.
Your point was a fat to you. Refresh your name was David.
Refreshment.
But
we refreshment of it's the lab and share FM. And your lab FM, lab and share FM.
And in training
fitness work.
Into bar, lab FM, and in share FM. Presenters will be a be. Your twins are to do full beer.
Oh, you United Banter be a chef fridge, my best only child baby meeting there that morning because you already can't concern your bar. Who said me love you, but I'll quickly dash through now. So, we be our own time shenika. Nia sati is a shenika. But we say ne fashion nika, fashion a ball socks correct one. Future cost look akra. So some
the last edition na
top notch na solid.
So when you buy
it was brilliant. Nipa buy.
Yeah,
and the security is on point. So making sure say protect you.
In case of BBS here.
Come on.
First year. Kumasi City Mall.
6 o'clock.
6 o'clock. 6 a.m.
now. Refreshment is available.
Yes.
That is. Okay, you see, friend item 13.
Okay.
We program item 13 can be ama, but we item 13 can.
Okay.
If you have a come.
So first say hani committee ani nyebi.
But Ziamu.
And say name say kuku etwam.
Ziamu don't say Kameli. Kameli as one to 13 can.
Okay.
It's a weekend, but a special weekend. It's a weekend of African finale and then the penultimate before the finale, which is the third place and the final South African football. However, there's also a lot of European conversation in this and now. I'm a little bit torn. Me starting free. Me Europe in Corona free. Me find more time in AFCON in the third place and the final. And now I say. Obviously, AFCON in few of them. Then we go
start with AFCON.
We start with AFCON, which is the AFCON third place. And between the two countries that are playing the third place, Nigeria and Senegal, and Egypt. What about the most disappointed?
I think Nigeria.
Nigerians, because the Egyptians, I said, they were not tipped even coming into this AFCON to be one of the best. Yeah.
Probably now your last
exactly
especially
given who they are
meeting Senegal at this point and Egypt will be at home from day one. And should I need the Egypt I think that's all the both teams. Nigeria born at this competition.
Exactly.
Now the two Egypt are. The way disappointed by should be Nigeria.
It should be the Nigerian national team.
Now coffee. Third place game, mummy free game.
I will not.
Teams no more appetite on the ball.
No, I don't think so. I think we've gotten to the point at third place games. They see a rubber stamp. There is nothing to it. But if you are choosing who will win that game between Nigeria and Senegal, Nigeria and Egypt, I want to choose
Nigeria, of course.
You think Nigeria will win?
Because Egypt, Elusimu Salah.
Yeah.
And one Atia.
Yeah.
Because of Geshana, after Senegal.
Yeah.
Game the tia referee to no 2 matches ban.
2 matches ban.
Yeah, and wow, Kofi Kesimbia and Fashu Trim.
Say Nigeria.
Say Mohamed Salah to me game maybe on the Atiano.
Okay.
Because of suspension.
Okay. So you will go for Nigeria. I think that it's a match campo when all your coach can frank because it can bring you an upset. The final in itself goes on Yamiad Mocha. And it's going to go on in Casablanca. Which, in terms of the tournament hosting, infrastructure, quality of football, like media, I think this has been one of the best tournaments that has been hosted. Which, the quality of the pitches, the infrastructure. In fact, there are people who have gone to Morocco and they're like, Chale, this country looks like Europe.
Yeah.
And it's no surprise that it's just the Pacific that separates the Atlantic that separates just Morocco and then Spain. They are there. The weather, which is good. It looks as if the good work that the Moroccans have done over the last few weeks now. And it's the complaint from the Senegalese. Which you seen the video almost free the decline animal in the airport, and which they are part of the people, the mass people who go through immigration. This should have been a VVIP entry from the Senegalese. You take them to the diplomatic entry. And you have to go immigration, yes, I go check your passport. And the Senegalese have come out with their complaints. I'm see police 5 penny at the moment. Hotel near the moment, plus
training pitches.
And confirm me, you find our next one.
Maybe I'm training communion.
You see, these things that our class from the west go to north and they say it, and I know crew. Because in your back when you mean.
And when the M1 say, a bit seen there. Carve intimate addresses are issues now. Teams from West Africa, corner of now. Omukunyano. Omuntimi address. I didn't know there so be an enough for Nekoba. Now some person
they will find they will find an explanation for this, I'm telling you. I'm catch so many charter flight I'm catch the only available flight because people were moving to come and watch the final. The only available flight was a commercial flight. And Omunya commercial flight, the VIP entry also was not accessible. And they had to go through the regular entry as a regular person or enter the capital of Morocco from Tangier. I think it is bringing the little Bonyome Bata. The final that the AFCON is going to look like Nyamiad Mochina. But of course, and the Senegalese have done an excellent job to come here. If you look at Pap Thiaw, where he took over the team from, and Ali sees urge or the call to places where they've not been before. They had gone on a drought without winning the AFCON, won the AFCON, managed to get the best out of the players, or the call World Cup. If not for nothing, they show that they are top side. And of course, Pap Thiaw Fire, friendly games that he has played against England, the money at the end, you can tell the Senegalese team is a strong team. Of course, being heralded by, you see, Senegal team here very balanced. The old and then the young. The likes of Khalid Koulibaly, Edouard Mendy, Idrissa Gana Gueye, Sadio Mane. And of course, you go to the young generation of Ismail Sarr, you talk about Brentford, Lamine Camara, Nicolas Jackson, Mamadou Sarr. These are all good guys. Papa Gueye, very, very solid guys. And a cocktail of both. And I'm a Senegal for the and for me, they deserve everything that they've gone on. And of course, it's the meeting of the two lions. The Atlas Lions of Morocco, and of course also the Lions of Teranga of Senegal. And it's going to be very, very interesting. Very interesting from the Senegalese point of view. Because the Senegal for the idea, Sadio Mane should go no yes and they go a game against Egypt. Or say go in Europe, of course Senegal fans or someone to say. Akaka credit, we will get there and we'll get a job. And he did. It was a solid job. It was also at the time when I friend Khalid Koulibaly Epra in 2019. No made the runners up when Algeria were the eventual winners in 2021. Number be winning our team, our Ivory Coast, and of course in 2023, winning in Cameroon they won it. In 2023, Ivory Coast the winning year when Nigeria were the runners up, and of course, and then Senegal are back at it. But of course, it's also against the Lions of the Atlas Lions of Morocco, and the Lions of Teranga of Senegal. The story is the nice one. Country of 50 years in Umini Bida, which in fact since 2004 the Moroccans had been struggling properly. On the highest position of AFCON in the quarter final. Even in 2023 was in an quarter final.
Into Utien Koma,
yeah,
a month will differ this 2025 AFCON in one. Dudwana so was at the end Regama Morocco for only to win the competition.
Their performances have been good. Which you can't say against Nigeria they were rigged for. Against Nigeria they were not rigged for. In the quarter final, you can't say it was rigged for the Moroccans. There were certain
but sometimes you see, Ebia in a game, you know.
Yeah.
I'm going to say why she go be a referee Angie, but the frustration because my team Nigerians, you know, I must say, yes, I'm no be I say Nigeria Angie go, and a referee Angie, and then Nigeria and ya BB Gidibia. Now I think a referee Angie among, but almost you say the kind of frustration and a referee do players in the film. And no can be a man, almost sit back.
Most
because that's all contact will be a referee budget.
Most of those Nigerian,
show we look at.
To be honest, most of those Nigerian calls are not true. When you start saying remember some commercial video, there is a video where Nigeria phone and no move almost share pa. Onyedika call tackle be. Otia Morocco player in also. In that video, Alex will be able to get in bonity to make a gesture say and then Daniel Aye. But if you look for a close-up, Otia player in also. So I don't think that they were rigged in the semi-final. I think that the Moroccans have been good. Which Morocco team make it almost. They have had to do two separate things. Group stage and Omo Bono. There were times when I saw Omo Bono and Omo Bono the World Cup prima against the big boys. They shut up shop, compact. No, I saw one. To make there were certain games that they were not scoring too many. People were saying that Morocco for a little bit off color, but it's tournament football. Then when they started playing against the more difficult teams, no. Cameroonians. Look how they play against the Cameroonians. Why do Wagragu change his style? Or pressing or counter pressing or winning body back or aggressive or taking possession ever. Or more Cameroon for him movie. And it was same against Nigeria. They suffocated the Nigerians. Maybe it is not Nigeria for the cause they take off. It is the Moroccans that forced them to play in a low block in a mid block because all transiting with ball and near close to. The absence of Ndidi also could be part. I think the Moroccans have done a good job. Walid is a tactical brain. The infrastructure is there. Yes. For me, the biggest standpoint of Senegal and in the final is not the referee. It is the fans in the stadium.
They did know.
Date you. Yes, referee na mistake. So you have to manage the game well. Bobono, play the game. Don't be engaging in needless confrontations with the referee. Because the fans will make it difficult for the referee. And the referees are human beings. Rich, these Northern Africans, they've learned about the theatrics and the game management from the fan point of view. And then we'll do a stadium, we'll find out that there's a segment of the stadium or my human is to whistle consistently at the referee. So for me, that is why I'm also very confident in the Senegalese team because Rich, they've seen it before. And you have who referee that. They've seen it in Algeria. They've seen it across Africa. Their experience. They speak French like them. Most of the Senegalese team are also Muslims like the Moroccans. Omuka Arabic nibi. Omuka French nibi. International language now Morocco for the common is French. They speak the French too. They are probably more fluent in French than them. In Arabic, they are Muslims like you. They are the same. It comes down to the football on the field of play, to be very honest with you. I know. But who say there is a record that anytime Nigeria have lost a semi-final or a penalty shootout, I had a team who winning a long drought. Apparently, it was a story of Cameroon in 2012. And then again, the last time out, also the Nigeria were out, it broke another drought. It means that Morocco are now going to win their first ever AFCON in 50 plus years. Which Brahim Diaz has been fantastic for them. Yeah. And they have quality. If you look at what Yashin Bono will give you in post, then Naif Agued and the quality experience of how he wants to play, the physical defender that he is. Ashraf Hakimi and Nusa Majraoui, top. You've seen it before. Bayern, Manchester United, Champions League, what have you? Club World Cup, Champions League, Ballon d'Or, current African best player. See, people don't talk about Bilal El Kanous. At Leicester City, he was the guy. So Obribo as a right-sided eighter and as a left-sided eighter. Their job is to be good in terms of ball carrying and then to be nimble-footed, to be able to create chances and pull out spaces. That is why I think that's our game with. So Senegal, for any tries to set up shop and play against them, the Moroccans will tear them apart. It won't even go to extra time. Because this is a game for Bilal El Kanous. When you sit on it at Brentford and we need to sit as a 6 and allow Saibari, Moni, Bilal El Kanous to Moroda, which you are going to be broken down. The quality of Brahim Diaz has been shown. Which he nearly waited
the
for
guy.
Spain.
The guy is a baller.
Yeah, Spain never came.
And Tia.
Yeah.
Okutabona.
Sana Bilal El Kanous here. Now Kanous has not really sparked it up at this AFCON. But I think that this final, watch out for Bilal El Kanous.
But AFCON, we Ibrahim Diaz if you are.
Yeah.
I get guy no.
Naif Agued, solid.
Yeah.
Physical center back. Now Naif has been a little bit unlucky. Which on France, no about West Ham, no Kohase. At the club side, he has not really gotten it. The last time I checked, he was in Girona also. He has not really gotten it as a player. He has been moving around at the club side. But when he wears the Moroccan jersey, he's a top player. Of course, we know Abranti Efreno, El Kabi. When the game stretches, that's when the two Yusuf El Nesri. Game no stretching.
Who feels Senegal? Game plan Ben Omunfanko.
Oh, they should open up. They can play better than the Moroccans.
They shouldn't sit back.
No.
Because maybe I'm coming so who against host nation.
Yeah.
You don't sit back.
You see, Morocco were planning. They unleashed that plan in the quarterfinal against Cameroon. Only fear opening of the game. Yes, no we are.
I want to
yes. So Morocco, Cameroon, Morocco found the 1, 2, 3, 4 on side. Some call on Brian Mbeumo. But the thing is that you didn't plan to have players next to Brian Mbeumo to pick up the second boss. That's a problem. Rich, the Senegalese have the profiles to play centrally.
Okay.
Say Morocco for okay, we will force and then constrict central areas and stop you from playing centrally. They can also take the ball wide. Rich, how many players are better than Nicolas Jackson in tight space control under pressure? And against the Egyptians, we saw it. But now dropping the shoulder, he's gone. And this is where Naif Agued and Massina will be very careful of. Let Nicolas Jackson drop centrally on Bejibimo. I feel like although in the middle, I've been talking about Papa Gueye again. If you've not watched Papa Gueye, match you should be tight space control as an 8 or something more physical. Move more than my Papa Gueye. Let's play. Allow Idris again to set up them. Which I am not worried about Brahim Diaz in this game. Do you know why? When you go back and you go and watch that game between Egypt, Mohamed Salah and Mobi, because of Diouf, the young Western fullback, Salah Jibo no jina home. Oteni no jina home. Physically, he was there against Mohamed Salah and made it work for him. And I think he's a player that will make it happen again for the Senegalese on the night.
When I come on and the other games.
Is Koulibaly coming into this game? No. Koulibaly is suspended.
Right? I was suspended.
Yeah, because of the cards.
Yeah.
So he's a Mamadou Sarr. Mamadou Sarr and Miyake.
Chelsea player now.
Yeah, or Strasbourg, or Chelsea player. Strasbourg. Yeah. Oh, he's a good player. Diarra Iliman in the maybe my money is on Senegal.
Okay, to win.
My money is on Senegal to win the AFCON.
I heard the other games in the
over the weekend. Rich in Spain, Asem na to Madrid, but for Barca, it's more of the same. 11 games plus consistent winning. And a Real Sociedad a win at Madrid by Barca Echo. Now, for me, Hansi Flick has been exceptional for Barca. I think that he's a blend of a solid manager, tactically solid, and a very, very good manager as a player. And then one wife they go away and go and get a job done. Over the weekend against Racing Club de Santander over the week. I'm expecting Barca to do same. Now, if that is where Madrid are waiting for Levante to come. Which, whatever happens at Madrid, what Alaba needs is a win against Levante. It doesn't matter how they win. It doesn't matter who plays.
Check it where you know.
This is so.
Ene emawu. Ene omo me check battery no ma bia na battery na. Okay, ye beto so dia mam sisi amenyi message be me ndu bi mfemfo na yen check emfa emamo. Okay, emza Ibrahim o message me din kan the amount, but anyway, o say maybe say ko fi man ask say Linda no be ja to man say onje emfa and was say a new name or dem no or the Linda. Say ayi Roseni Indiana. NSJ, I say Koulibaly absence or why Senegal too much. Okay, I don't think so because I ran to son no buy no. Those are what the minutes no boy and then said that nibibri dear, but Kakana will show any say he's a very good defender. Very good. He's young, but the composure, the boy, you know, any other very good defender. And I mean, yes, he's the captain for the side. And their leadership qualities, you know, unyano insane, but I think the guy is solid. Sa guy, no, we're very solid.
But I mean, I can also understand where or view and message me feedback. Morocco be a different ball game altogether. But I think that Sa will handle himself well. Rich. So I think that this weekend, like I said, Madrid, any Barcelona, and Milan will get a job done. Madrid have to get a win. Rich and Fahon, who plays, who doesn't play. I know Andy gave us an update of Omomo Proud Camp, Omomo Pride. Madrid has to win. It's what Madrid needs right now. I think that I don't see Madrid going 3 games. I'm losing back to back. I think against Levante, they will get a job done. Which in the Italian Serie A, interesting games of Honor. Napoli, everybody against Sassuolo. Last weekend, Napoli are dropping points in midweek. I expect them some measure against Sassuolo. Juventus are quite away to Cagliari, but I'm careful. It's a game where Juve double chance should be very interesting in that one. Now, can go on at the days, if you talked about Manchester, it was always the red side of Manchester. But 13 years now. Me, I don't see my club going 13 years in suffering like this. And yet possible.
We are not being fair to us.
That's when I can make 2 sentences because I'm not being fair to you.
First one, okay, you know.
Say, but before it was
always not red.
It was the red side.
There be a bit my red is that.
Oh, and then
changes.
I know now. Who can say? And they only say changes. I'll be talk club for Frost or Tony Boasiabo for the future. Yeah, go Chelsea team. No, my brother with Chelsea. Oh, and then there. About one club, no. Oh, see, time changes. Time changes. Club can see it in Manchester United. Today you are accepting one can catch say mediocrity. Today you are accepting that time has changed.
When I celebrate you, Nyame.
Me celebrate. Who did you can celebrate?
But mo de yenu nyina na be say
yenu na.
Oh, dey be yanuma ibi.
Mo ho chire mo 30 years ago. Yeah, 2 years ago ya na ho better. It's still you have any trophies. What have you? 10 years ago.
Yeah, mo see solve my problem.
Yeah na. Aye. You want say yeah, you man ko ya na fa. Who wants to was only about Champions League now to what have you. Hey, guy, you go fit with no problem. It's going to be an interesting game.
Sure.
Honestly speaking. All right, you see, the difference between Manchester United and Manchester City is clear even in this transfer. Which Ruben Diaz Nepra, Josko Vardiol on Hokeka, John Stones Nepra Okoba. Quick, City go into the transfer market. They identify, get the player, get it done. Because the player is coming at a cheap fee, and now catch Andemo. But it's only so elevating a salary from 50,000 to 300,000 a week. A bomb times 6.
That's huge.
Yes.
From 50,000 to 300,000.
Yes. A week. Crystal Palace were trying to get him from Newcastle were trying to get him from Crystal Palace for 62 million. Boy, I won't agree personal terms with you. I'm taking 300,000 for Manchester City. And then I'm going to play for Joseph Guardiola. One MP.
Yeah.
That is where every player wants to play in the English Premier League now. And all beside even Chelsea players, no Enzo Fernandez, no Moises Caicedo, where would they want to go and play? They want to go to Manchester City. And that is the thing. Now they are showing that they want to get there. You cannot coach everything. Omo de bi say Pep Guardiola na auto players do. You be na be waste time as coach and na Jebo no will let 10 no. Buy the player who's already made And it's at the highest level. We want to win. And that's what they've done for Pep. 2.03 billion. No matter how Pep. Una Emery, 4 clubs are spending 1.1 billion. Mikel Arteta 1.09. Eddie Howe 1.01. Nuno Espirito Santo 986 in terms of managers that are spent. On today's game, I think that Manchester United have the right man at the right time for the right game. Michael Carrick has played in these Manchester derbies before. Amad Diallo is back.
Mbeumo is back.
Daddy Mbeumo is back in the team. Yeah, go Old Trafford. Which then the Manchester United players ne pay. Nipano. Yeah, na yeti kromasi ya ye bosses. Ena seni ankofo kan omo dis ka ba beji ye ni jeko. Yes, if we can get 190 minutes to also give our fans joy, then it is this game. Especially when you brought in a manager that understands the United way. The United way, that's all. The United way of playing. The Bugsby babes, academy boys. It's memorable. Academy. How are you guys going to do it? Right? He knows how to do it. And I think that from the psychological point of view, it's a game that United don't drop points. Honestly, Obinyan 1 point to be Manchester City can't careful winning game. You know? I don't see City going away to Old Trafford to go and get a result against them. And if you look at the games that United have, in there, but this City game, that's where they get something. Away at Arsenal, I don't see United getting anything. At home at Fulham, yes. Against Tottenham Hotspur is a tricky game, but they can, of course. West Ham United is a winnable game for them. I'm expecting Michael Carrick, a boy, as Manchester United player now. He only had 1 defeat against Manchester City. All of his years, 1 defeat against Manchester United in 3 games as Manchester United interim manager. Only a single defeat when you look at it. So it's a player that comes with very, very good vibes for team and friend Manchester United, and I expect that Michael Carrick will get a result from there. Most possible lineup when I'm in here, Kobe Menu she with Casemiro, Bruno Fernandes about 10, Cunha, Mbeumo, Sesko, Shaw, Martinez, Heaven, and then Dalot. Very, very interesting one in that regard. We'll see how the game will go. Just 12:30. Yeah, I believe Liverpool against Burnley. Mohamed Salah is not fully back, but he's going to be back after international break. I expect them to go ahead there and go and win. Arsenal which in Nottingham Forest, another tricky game. But which this season, Arsenal have always managed to win the games that are tricky. And a clear example was last week's game away at Bournemouth at the Vitality. They got a job done, and I'm expecting Arsenal will go away there and go and win. Yeah. I think that today, if Liam Rossonero wants people to take him serious, they start from Brentford match on Edding. And against Arsenal, I saw the psychological part of the game. Where Otimiya boys to Momo ball aggressively won duels and things for him. However, tactically, there were a few things that were lacking. And it's an Gabi Mokacho said Chelsea for some got to Jeremy Jacket. Jacket na Chelsea got to Bibiao. They need somebody that can play like Leverkusen for him. And it's the same thing that Maresca was asking about. I told you the day you asked me about Maresca.
Oh, man, Anton.
The man goes and you're going to buy Jeremy Jacket. You see, sometimes only sporting directors na say. But if Liam Rossonero play Bibia for Chelsea for me, any long talk Bibia, I have not done too much research on Jeremy Jacket. He's good or aggressive or more French league anim or somewhere or a physical. We're expecting that he just becomes a defensive leader. My problem is that Chelsea have a lot of young centre backs. He's another 20-year-old they are bringing to the fold. However, if the quality is there and the talent is there, I don't care too much about age. And we'll see how that one goes. But the most important thing, and it's a Liam Rossonero has to get a result there. Not so good thing is a game William Delap out. Our brand friend of Jimmy Banner gets into out. We're expecting Wesley Fofana Mo and Cole Palmer with James Mo to come back into the fray in an important game in that regard. Oliver Glasner so will be free Crystal Palace at the other season. More fun Oliver Glasner free Crystal Palace.
He's a good coach.
He's a fan. From Asiao to Zorane Muaho.
Mepe ono.
Thomas Frank ko e ga to become kofado.
Sa coaches no. Was a coach with Kofa team Kitwa. Ye no.
Thomas Frank
here Manchester United obetimi.
Thomas Frank here Brentford here, ontimi here. David Moyes here Everton here, when man be United.
Me Oliver Glasner no.
Glasner dey ugidi. Ntimi ya Tuchel, enya Nagelsmann.
Omono sisi a wuntimi nkasa chenchina abenya omo.
No, but sisi here.
Or the England call.
No, but sisi here you are not looking for a coach. Who are interim manager?
And after the season.
So we are talking exactly that's
what I say. And here when Ebia Yakop walk up aba. Na England and Kwayadi bi na yes ya pam Tomasuko. That one here you take advantage
which Manchester United can price to kill out of England. England
men okay.
Manchester United. Now United can you price and can Rich. Oh, you are underrating your class pool right now. United nearly pulled up guys out there from the English job. Rich. Thomas Tuchel England and Juman on Yano for 2, 3, 4 years crowd. Opportunity now about that one. No, who's betting England at it. Or G I bet one is he. After that he will walk. United can price him away.
Okay.
Glass na the anything. I say Andonia role like
team wasem.
Na say you coach na.
Who dey see so ground unkan was go back here.
You coach na. You coach.
Who's any way good.
Onye coach na
na one is the good. Na Mark Carroll.
Onye interim coach.
Mark Carroll. Interim coach. Asembe na okan.
Onye interim coach.
We coach.
Now at the end of the season
he is the coach.
He is the coach.
Yeah, now the one is the coach.
Okay.
Season ye mo wie bo wie na be kwa we. But say you coach.
This is how we coach.
And say the ye ka say you coach.
Babs be babes.
Class of course the two Daniel Nkone.
Class of the 92. The be say United class of 92. You could be Saka no.
Oh, dey na what you fan bo nkan no na. Yeah, dey no aka. Chelsea project eh and anopay messages are bedding na. Wow, Chelsea for no say afi do mabumabu.
No creation mabambu.
Ntia na unka no eh dey na oka.
Na asema me ka da one dia na. Nti mi kan no kre ni mi enu nyina.
U coach obey o twefan bu hu do oye.
Ye ka United asema je enkonko fa Chelsea dey say fan be shim.
Me nka say United ne
ye ka United ya chinchinya obeso de Chelsea be bata ho. Nti de one fa Chelsea ambata ho be ho.
Ona ope sa wo ka Chelsea asema. Just all the Manchester United
me for United
the bia just all the
Chelsea analysis and I'm bisa Oliver Glasner coach chinchinya go for ya be.
Who na obisa me say e penana. And I'm saying he's a good coach. Because coach bia obetwa transform Crystal Palace no man Manchester obetwa here.
More example say you automatic. Ntinya to boase coach papa o ma England asem kwa na ka Chelsea.
For coach ni to get na
enko. Chelsea here. E oda who Chelsea oda him o. Because I say the beer Chelsea.
Why a table no.
Table nana.
League table.
The whole week over one match for the Monday quite about match.
Why league table no.
1 point.
Yeah ni na e ko league no. Ye chem.
O ko league.
Yeah project now anope o tia wo so ban ye chem.
Onche.
League table no.
Onche we free EFL we free FA Cup mu je na. Competitions abonya we free.
Amanga adwe.
Why your semi final of EFL.
Masa too much.
Enka opo wu ya Chelsea akodi de bench. It's na enu asa osati.
Oh yeah. So na sabo boom.
And boys na discuss. Ye Manchester derby na free. Ye Chelsea match so free. Any match be Nigeria and Egypt match so ye free. Match be a tricky we are taking it out. And a coach no numpe very high odds. Enti for pen or paper na je obetima ban share TVs no try screenshot. Oko 50 man for on all the social media handles so one obetima copy. Na that question will bet way up more. But mama start the first one on a 17 odds a BW 32 F229CD. That is the first one. Second one a BW 32 F163A1. That is the second one. Third one a BW 32 F15280. That is the third one. Fourth one a BW 32 F0D790. And I reach last one a BW 32 F00053.
Yeah, into green.
Aye.
And good in
and a party. We may see out the one why. Remember Nyami Monday we'll talk about it.
Mati.
Yeah.
MS, I say it seems the Ken Chelsea doesn't know what they want. What happened to Ansemeno and Sa? Confused club, Chelsea Football Club, and I love a message now. They are confused. To play result no so Emma. Could be great. I say PE teacher pa na I cover my carry about say the new coach no PE teacher. Okay. I ran to the message by now for Bismarck. Owusu Bempayala ento so emfa emayen ene anopay. I go say a friend Elvis. I say, why Fifi go for Salome last night and Kofi Mayeska indika. Wango Salome on there. You gave your tie a share shots. Follow the trend. Was a good day, Fifi. Did you notice Richarlison when you were analyzing Manchester United game? Source of concern, please. Eja Rosie pushing him to brag about the okay, mama send you a message. You know me to me. The opposite oche. I say good day, Fifi. Did you notice recently when you were analyzing Manchester United match? A source of concern, please. Eja Rosie, please push him to brag about it so it can turn to Tetelesta. Okay, I feel I'm a message, you know, and so I say, and we don't say give me a dainty, mean to me, can once me breeze. It's in a way I'm Manchester and can give me once, but worst case scenario, and they say, you better draw at the TRCT early kickoff. Liam will not win because he has no Liam in the squad. Okay. As a Chelsea will win the UEFA Champions League, the Ben this year, the Nana for na Babono and Semna Woking. Yentu also in 104.5. Also to obey me the message now, Bana Ekenkai at the amount our YouTube in Sha TV. YouTube in Sha TV. Jamia Adama Senator said 31st of this month in Sha and Love FM. Fitness work no. Yedi Eshisha Suebesha Jumedina said they free Kumasi Sitimo Anopa. Nunsiana ni ashase awo na fe ya nanti kakra dia fakrum ni asako back to Kumasi City Mall na honi eba kwa aerobics na dia ye training ni bia iwia ni refresh ho kakra na baby obi free buy bia no wasan akọ baby a free buy nti odi abia ne se odi dan so baby a obia no ye tu ensa de fro sorry kefit for ni na ye tu ensa de fro mo ye ku Mundina mbutimi abada laugh any insha fitness work yi na no nyame adoma 31st ya nante kakra ni ashake off because e mu yedu so ekudi bro nyan kra de akwa we nama didi nuane ne ade anti ama imu aduye ni na ye nante mum na ye nusu weti kakra ama bibia anya kama enso famenti ye hwemo nim se nyame adoma 31st yi mundina mbaba kuma City Mall na ede work no enso ede asese so Amamo Bismarck Owusu Bempa Ayala. Good morning. Yeah, good morning.
Now
what you saying?
Okay.
The next 30 minutes,
30 minutes.
Okay. And then 20 B.
The entire Africa, Asia or Morocco for the 2025 AFCON nyinaa ebebe this weekend. Na aka 2 games. 2 games na aka no. A third place game between Egypt and Nigeria. Then the final between Senegal and the host nation Morocco. With all due respect, third place games reach Obiankai. I'm not going to waste time on Egypt, Nigeria. The real deal is Senegal against Morocco. And until call Morocco, see you call AFCON. Now, before I may roll in my next slide, no, let me repeat what I said. Timer, yenya 2 countries, you know, now I'm qualified to the finals of the AFCON. Rich. On the African soil this year, and on the evidence of the AFCON na yabo afino, Senegal, Morocco are the best football countries this year our continent. And Rich, in any competitive game, the only team I beat Senegal on this continent is Morocco. And in any competitive game, the only team that can beat Morocco is Senegal. And this AFCON, I follow the scripts of who really the big boys on the continent are when it comes to football. And I dare say, Rich, we are going to have the perfect final of AFCON. Upsets be any, underdogs be any, favorites be any. And two of the best on the continent, and that is what this AFCON has offered the followers of football on the continent. Norwich, Senegal has always shown say, a powerhouse in African football, but now AFCON no munjibida. When they raise this golden generation, Rich, they told themselves, say, they must win the AFCON with this generation. But the story and the journey had been long. They appointed Aliou Cissé. Oko no atofom, Oko no atofom, Oko wakap no atofom. On one krum for si Aliou Cissé there, coach Papa Ben oye. And they said in say ka fo to adu ya. Monsi sanu efere si da. Alaji Diop mo say on one obe coach team no. But they won't come on somewhere. But he will learn on the job. He will improve. And with the backroom staff, he will get the best out of this generation. Senegal, man, for instance, a man, she Namu Masadio money, Muni Kulibali Mucham. Nayantinia and the AFCON. It will take us years to build another golden generation. And to do the right thing and bring the right coach. And tell almost no, Aliou Cissé is the man. Eventually, he won them the AFCON. And he won it in a grand style. Now, Rich, sir, patches now, Senegal feel more until they won the AFCON. And now building the Senegalese team now, say no. And it's always on the park in this one. They have the quality in players. They have the character to play the AFCON tournament. And Rich, they have the winning mentality. Because finally they've won the trophy. And the building of this Senegalese team has gone through a lot of Enyoma for us to get to see this team so strong, and they've gotten to this level. Now, Rich, Morocco, the end of the day, a proper case of investment. Look, and maybe a chum. Morocco has always been seen as one of those countries they have glimpses of talent, but they are not a winning some team. Me you know. Rich, see a AFCON Ghana we will be them. Born North Africa, but we will be them. They didn't even have the aura to be called big boys on the continent. Morocco, no. But what have they done? They've invested. Everywhere around it, football, they've invested. Women's football, men's football, sports science, infrastructure, exchange programs, coaching, education. They've made sure, say, BBR, and we're here to build a winning mentality around football. They've invested in it. And Rich, when they did that, Ama BBR around Morocco football now look elite. What mean to Europe? What mean to BBR? And this will be the channel of Morocco. Your family national team. Ahana me kwakoda mo se ai. Ahana me etwe no mo se ai. Se mi pra ahana mo behwe mo se ai. This is your contingent, any arrangement for travel, mo se ai. You look at everything around it and you are saying, oh, then and I say Europe. And it's not the French national team. And it's not the Spanish national team. So Sadia, then I'll come to my country and play. And they've invested in elitism. And I do more about the do and rich. Adia. And more who say, oh, your investment in Afa and your do was the World Cup in Qatar. They broke the genes of African history at the World Cup. And they now began to believe in themselves. Now investments na no. Any order we've gone through to put money in, no, now after 50 years, let's host the AFCON and try and win it for our country. That is the story of Morocco. Now, anchor these two stories, see, Edika, and they would have made one of the best finals I ever shared on the African continent. But Bibi per se say no. Bibi per se say final. And can normal circumstances, tournament there. The arrangement is done by the organizer staff and the local organizing committee. It is not in the hands of the host or when they go home and like I say, or be manipulated to intimidate Obi. But yes, sorry, no pay. Senegal Football Association had a 3-page document about one thing signed by Omu General Secretary and Asama Okanyina and he say and no maybe who say throughout the tournament Senegal has been based in Tangai. I don't know mabo matches in this is the first time since Senegal echo Morocco some come AFCON now they have to change venues. The final is being played at the capital of Morocco, Rabat. And there was a Senegal fly from Tangai to Rabat. Now, omu changing venues now. And I feel there. Omu say, hey, say na baby a tini ne hojo. But enoma baby nkoyi. First one. If you've seen these videos around, it is just like what to Kwanwaku Pie Airport be. Rich, what the Senegalese are saying is say, look at the crowd. And they were expecting say, a national team will find an idea and come a diplomatic pathway from the airports. Security will be tight. Almost see the security assigning me 5. Now look at how famous this Senegalese team is here. If you give them only 5 security and you are not giving them the VVIP lounge, you are not giving them the VVIP lounge way now. Nobody can get access to them. Also, for the view be and they are being crowded. Number 2, almost see hotel na edikari omukoye na ehusado. So they requested now and they've been moved to another hotel after their complaints. CCI, baby Senegal for it is the same hotel I enya Sichomo. Our commentary no omoda. And baby Sichomo down there, I know that place is okay. And I want to Senegal for that CCI. Now Sicho na boy story say, Charlie, baby omodano, South Africa abeda ho, Zambia abeda ho. Then there are other 2 national teams 2 other tournament to abeda ho. But Senegal for the buyer, they've seen the difference. Or more attention to details, massive. Oh yes, oh yeah, no. So they are checking the ventilation, air conditioner bubble them, and from another free mobile is it fresh? And say you them cool, but you do pack so near you should be. They are checking. Okay, how many say can we trust them to give us Ejani Ayepe can even hear cricketers take over and they are checking BBI in the final. That is the elite mentality of the Senegalese team. They are well prepared for the final. Rich, the third one now, I have a problem with it. Almost third issue now. Almost say, since they are in Rabat, the training center offer ma almost the Senegal Technical Training Center. It's your say, Sanka Ghana and the tournament now. Senegal was based in say Takrady. Now because they've qualified to the final, both final no Accra Sports Stadium. And also move to Takrady by Accra. Omuba no near you. Ye the moko pram pram. No more continue. Pram pram dear. Adabraka. Simply because they think say at the Morocco national headquarters, technical center on there, they can't be really assured that they will not be spied on. Baby, I'm come as Babu Bo to look at your training. No my air planning ahead of Muninano. Mubashe, and we don't like it. Mumma, baby, with a mumma, Scooby, with a St. Thomas Aquinas.
Training.
You say, when we train at St. Thomas Aquinas secondary school, it will be difficult. Say, yeah, your boy, you're training no by. It will be difficult for you to come and spy. That is what the Senegalese story is when it comes to the training pitches. Rich, the other issue that comes with tickets, almost all movie VIP tickets stupid, and they need more. This is the final. There are a lot of big men in Senegal bar. They need to give them VVIP treatment. Even omu common supporters can. Omu go pay ticket at Tokra the amount omu. Say the be a stadium or baby. Rich, they've been able to buy around 300 tickets. How can you give? And the Rabat Stadium as soon they don't want their fans to be popular and everywhere will be Morocco. Give them fair amount of tickets. Now and they are there to support them. So that has been the Senegalese story. But Rich, whatever is going on, the finals will come on. Because I have still seen Senegal in the midst of all their protests, videos and pictures of their training. Baby training cry. Inti yababo born. Rich. And ye kasa bebre. We've watched Morocco enough. We've watched Senegal enough. There we have two teams in the bottom. Take Koulibaly off this lineup. Bring Mamadou Sarr there. This is their team. The first thing. Rich with Anyanui, Saibari of PSV, any Air Canoes. This three midfielders. As against Idris Agana guy, Papi Gay, and Nhyira. Who wins the engine room? That is the first thing. I think it's throughout the tournament, in terms of central midfield control, no team and a Ben Senegal. They are so dominant. I will feel you and one thing. Born kuta, born pass, short passes, and long ones. No, short passes. Nema, omitimi keep born woman. Now, the omitimi yesadi ni pa. Rich and say they are playing two players on wing forwards now. They are not wingers. Sadio Mane or your inside number 10. India you call the or your striker. And you always see them come to the central positions. So when you say Senegal, so mo be able to power na a creeping theater any do of no more 2 and 3 for them. And say money any India even fees they have always numbers. Only to Morocco the other Rich Morocco wingers in Ibrahim Diaz and Azazuri. Only wingers. And they don't like coming into midfield. They want to stay into Bobo Momo. And the first thing we are going to watch and they say Morocco will play the ball more expansive. Senegal will play the ball more narrow. Because I want no more in the war. Now, Rich, Then let's look at the defense now. Koulibaly or Wanke. The side guy super, but this is the final. And Komunyu captain and Komope. He is the controller, very robust and highly respected. Unim say, see a ball to turn on him. Na can be Drimika or Fabon. No one say a Koulibaly no ne kwa. Rich, I am Shaka Krabi. But if he stands and he say, oh, Mamadou Sa, he will even process oya. And so that's in common getting. It's like CCA and Kankomo fine and then can say Agwed and Bobby. He takes something away from the defense. That is what Koulibaly absence takes away from Senegal. But Rich, we've seen champions born this way. When there's an opportunity, he steps in. And the tournament, remember him say, Akwawe, he became a legend of Senegal when atrocity by now or stepping in and a year Jumano and the Jays are trophy. No, I think that Nicolas Jackson started by the Suba Inti or Corbencha and was back in the semis. And she would need to talk. Kabi in this tournament. Kabi has been super, scored goals, been ever present for Omo. But Rich, this is the final. Big players play in the final. And this final, you have to play and win it. No go and play the occasion. And yet me say, Rich, Morocco, dear, a woman, and dear, whatever the story has been, let's host it. Let's play in the final. Let's, Rich, and where the Moroccans will go onto the field and play the occasion. And come for Abba, you're hosting. This is the occasion. But Rich, final, you don't play the occasion. You play to win it. And I see playing to win it more with Senegal than with Morocco. That is how I see it. They are all bo. None are doing and say, oh, media, hey, Omupo in fans and then you say, referee, you day. Yet the NSA baby born of you know. Nay, the cap nation. I see that more in Senegal. I see Morocco there a occasion for us. A final way fear or be a show. Let's play to it. Rich, maybe the Senegal is where I'll put my money on. Say Omo and Ombeti Aje final. No, between the two teams, you know, in my eyes, Senegal is a better team. Right. Emame, a team, your friend Morocco, and even from the bench, even though Morocco a very, very decent bench, I still think say Senegal for no, don't make throw no pack in Subiano, still have the quality to influence the game more than Tima, your friend Morocco. And for me, Rich, it's going to be another heartbreak for Morocco. They must lose this final. Then in the next two editions of the AFCON, if Morocco gets to the final again, they will win it. That is how I see a normal Kosono. Kakrebi on the rest of the games, then I give you the code. No. Premier League, you know, say table nacha. This is the table. Now, you table ni biya the other have 32-31 for no.
But man for me na kuma wo. At the point say oh, league ni etimi we can win the league. Now gradually for man on ba.
How much am I okay?
Ozo mun Aye.
Okay. Be nyam na ka yo.
32-31 for no obi ani masema me ka no. Anasa yala na uti kuma. At the point Urefi say Manska Beka and the team no, they are not there yet to win the Premier League to be a nyamatre. Ebia probably a fitness season kono. No more journey so make me the Premier League no. That time not Chelsea the second. I'm also back here. Chelsea fans coach ba. Team that second. Now
so why are you judging Chelsea not by the worst of their coach but the worst of the fans?
Hey, that's fans me fans in the Dido how. Okay. Me man come doing baby. Fans sit that we win the Premier League now. Hey Chelsea.
No problem.
They say, yeah, project here, yeah, some. 32-31.
But silly Yemunye.
Oh,
Yemunye.
Brentford Bashomene. Yeah, but draw against Man City.
Oh, Man City.
Yeah.
But who did say Chelsea Buffy against
the football is fair now. The new manager bounce work.
Football is afraid.
Sentina make us say fair now.
And your face.
The new manager bounce no our side. Players no bobo no dia mama keka.
Na be two Chelsea ne be for one change ku.
Na say you Rosenier don obo two matches bi also. Obo EFL and obo one other game bi.
Good for us no. I think games now a move big no is being played today. And we are sure it is because of the midweek Champions League now. I'm expecting Liverpool to win against Burnley. And say Liverpool do man so. But I am expecting them to win. In the Manchester derby, Metier more legends now. Omukasa nyina Memphane is serious simply because it is Carrick and one of their own. They will never be too critical of Carrick. But there's one thing that everyone through Neville, Ferdinand, and Omo Makano Ekasa. Almost say, if you visit the training grounds, Carrick seems to be clear in his ideas, and the players seems to think, okay, this is more clever than Amorim. Amorim was being too complicated. Carrick is giving us fundamentals. You're going to say, wage now, and your complication. 2 1 2, 3 1 3, 4 and 5. You're about 6 and 8. You're about 10. You're about strikers. You're about wingers. Like so simple. Obiatias here. You just need to operate in that system. War, asa. There is no way. No. Be complicated. Now, Rich. For Pep, it is good, but it is very, very bad. It is good when you look at Cherky, Semenyo, when you look at Phil Foden, Erling Haaland, but it is bad. So to the way and baby a team and once I shaking more with English. Maybe say watch your Power Boy 11 and you've seen Man City team on the baba. No watch your 4 and 5 now. I am Max Alain and Kusanov. Where they say Mudao? Because even with Guardiola and Rubinas, no Mudao. No way. With Matthias Nunes, not right back. Then Mike O'Reilly, Mudao. And we are not even talking about prime Rodri. They say Obano or 9. Obano or 9. But the moment I want to do any one. Now, Oko Shep, my use to defense now. Oh, say, there could be one sure prediction. We must fly.
Goes.
So much you be a problem with the defensive awareness and in the network, and attacks in your potent. Now this is where it gets tricky. Okay, Rich. So me no me ready to say game no be wait to free and so to free. Then free na enko for better no. Why na the attack no? I have too sharp to be clinical than the other.
Obviously City.
Inter we are no more win the game no because of that. Enti obi abe create chances. But I'm sure you may conclude say City with the potency to be more clinical than Man U. That is where the point is. Media, that is how I see the game. Any the way I see a call. I will put my money on City. What's the chance they will for never cause it?
Brentford better Chelsea.
Sir. This Brentford team almost 30 years, but they've picked up. And they are playing typical English football. It's as if they know what to do in a game. Especially with Ugote Gobian. He has played very, very well. Strong in Kayodemo, Echiro. They are physical. no mo no pimpim no pimpim no mo long balls. But Rich, unim say Mr. Rosener by no. Forget about the first game now, boy, which was not a Premier League game. He still need to announce himself to the Chelsea fans with a Premier League match. Rich, I think it will be this game.
Okay.
Yes, I think it will be this game. This game is going to set the tone for Liam Rosener. And he would look at the Chelsea fans today and say, look, this is how I want to win games here. Chelsea Beshe. That is how I see it. Now, before Arsenal Bebo Nottingham Forest, Rich, no City about that. The results will tell Arsenal what to go for in this game, no. I think the first leg in Arsenal said 3. Which Arsenal can pull out the win from the Forest. Enti Meko Eddie Amomo. Many 50 years, Real Madrid will win. And we have won.
Levante.
Yes, they will win. Rich, forget about one air fit, one in your fit, one over one ombo, Abeloa, or whoso they have no excuse than to win. That is the point.
Okay.
And I think they will win. First, Nabasa Airqua and Weta. No Edding. But I say we've been able to do that very, very well. And I also saw that team also abba from Kakra. And Basa will be aiming at going to steal a very, very slim, difficult win or Real Sociedad or China. And I think they will be able to get Sadiano or Ehonum. Medema no secret before the course. No. Rich, in the Bundesliga this weekend, I am expecting Dortmund to win against Empoli. But there's this one game. Bayern away to Leipzig. When you say a game here, the results has always been huge numbers of goals. Yes, starting season we know. Not the main competitor to Bayern was Leipzig. But which Nansei Omati Elkofom. And you look at it more to say, oh, it's going to be Neuer, Kimmich, our right back, Upamecano, Nita, and Eto, a complete back 4. No? Now Pavlovic, and Goretzka, boom, 6 and 8. Then Olise on the right, Luis Diaz on the left, then Carr, elbow behind Harry Kane in almost 4-2-3-1. No? Rich, the goals assured, then a Bayern double chance too. Ebetimi aye trick no e de ama omo a ombeso omo koske fienti unim mame mamu course na yentimi ntrase na yemedi efie nkomo no very very nice quotes because I think I have 4 per 1 rollover then 3 others no into mame started with the rollover one no into rollover code no NE BW 32 FA 76 AA. Mr. Chasa code AB BW 32 FA 76 AA. And the rollover code no. The others na here and the games no. I'll quickly go through it. Now what me alpha first one no. BW 32 FA DA 61. Second one BW 32 FB 2E8A. And the last one BW 32 FC 91D8. And offer you can take a screenshot now. Oko Owusu Bempa Ayala Exa Oko Bismarck Owusu Bempa hyphen Ayala Facebook and Ayala Sports Facebook. Join me WhatsApp channel no any Telegram channel no so all the course no ewo ho nti na ene Saturday we dey also twa bet ni bi to be fa bi Google eche na yin na yem mpa se ebe so green e dey amount rich
e ba fie na ye the fisam no ato aso Kabute Wisdom. I think both managers will be too careful because of their defense and it will impact the flow of the game. Manchester Derby no answer no kana. Also per the explanation ne analysis now you the fan game no no. It looks like two teams no be our problem with the defense. Tebema coaches ne be careful kakra. And it will affect the flow of the game.
Okay, Rich. How does two teams in United careful? The time about to be careful no. Na ba ko attack. Me boy. Unya two teams a obi agire chire. Na bo na boy. Enti ba ko nya ball na ba ko try to be disciplined defensively. The other nya ball na ba ko also try to be disciplined defensively. Now the point you are making is at any point in time in the game, the okuta ball na o attack biano. The one now you so very disciplined defensively no. Still now no, sound defensive network and yet you get it. And yet it's any free no, and as you'll be at free. Oh, like 1 or 2 passes they will on me defense in him and they will get chances. When you are there, open the kakra bi no also expose the other no. That is what we are talking about.
Okay. Anti o message no Kabute Wisdom. O message no analysis na ya dia ma osisi kakra bi na yemra fie. Sylvester said there was a fifi and Ayala and Casa there. Looks like the whole Ghana top notch analyst. Okay. You told me that some from 4.5 Ghana Premier League. Every hour Monday 19 and I say week 19. Edna Yevremuno. Na Anra and a House of Folk. Our Legon Sports Stadium ho. Omo and Dreams FC. At the Shisha Friday night football. House of Folk antimi anshebi. Dreams antimi anshebi. Na Anra obi o hwe game ni bibia no. Chances pa and one raise this topic our Ghana. I mean, I pay so what sport platforms in Libya. Discuss it will be a come here as a goal scoring and Casano. You said goal scorers and said ni biwe in league. Kwenna where chances pa in players ibinya almost sending the game. I'm say a national issue. Also Ghana nano. Maybe go maybe pay. My chef video na sha
boy ba no
I say instant no instinctive.
I think that when you
do one has a be born in for goalkeeper no so mention no and I mean day to jina wa ma goalkeeper never far ball. I was like wow,
that was a bad miss,
very bad.
A bad miss. Me so say anopay or sorry crana ni embassies
chance when I'm saying
they are not
because dreams different no banning him and for
won the ball
and what to born the son just already the space down the goalkeeper in Tama very big.
I think now also decided what to do in them and or clear in his mind say this is what I have decided to do, but I also mean way and I mean say Saudi and football rich before you and no matter 3 team at once. Now, no, you'll be too late. But I enjoy the game, even though go and bemuno. Rich Meon, Adia Sebekoshaboa. I'm expecting to see. Na medibe conclude say, coaches no Juma, say chances baba bonem.
And it came.
Number 2. Rich, was it a case of we didn't have better strikers and as a goal scorers? And you have found goal scorers because even midfielders can score. Goal scorers, or it was a day goalkeeping so must be highlighted and tell us it is important because Rich, there are some saves. Benjamin Asare, it is more of a good goalkeeping than a bar strike. Sana mimi huno. There are some times in games, Rich, and yet tell me the best say, oh, strikers na nyadie. But they did all that they could. But the goalkeepers on that day just refused, say, that is how I saw it. Benjamin Asare, Enra, Rich, he just has to remind all of us why he's number one. El Blasters. Yes. And I think it's Rich, for almost a year argument, say Benjamin Asare AF fit Babaka. No matter the agbesi a year imposed whilst he was absent, not on sign of the prakoe. Into Oba, he should walk straight into the team. And Oba continue with the form. Those people have indicated, Rich. And he is the reason why Hearts didn't lose the game. But again, Rich, that disallowed goal, our dreams, it wasn't an offside.
Yeah, clear goal. It's a clear goal.
Nenye offside.
Clear goal.
Me only issue any how the assistant referee was so clear in his mind to say obitimi raise flag be. Na flag no the way o raise no. I also say oh yeah sure. But this time he raised the flag with all surety. How can you get that wrong?
To avoid any doubt. Because if you say go ni go dia, then as some will be our parking so now be over game ni biano. And this is my decision.
But my issue is say how can you get a wrong decision wrong with that surety? Because
the benefit of replay.
Rich, apart from we having the benefit, he had the benefit of being on the line with the responsibility to watch the line. And Asamayeke, if you watch the video, it is not a tight outside decision. So a tighter. We can give you the benefit of the I've given referees the benefit of the doubt. But Rich, we know not any tight. And no, need the eyes to watch the lines. And if you get it wrong with the surety of the way of putting on the flag, that is not good enough. And Rich, minim say, me debi ameka say area say abrabo ewe. Ye radio so adebia ye can confirm them no. Ye nyintum say it is not all the time that we win. There are times we make wrong decisions in our lives too. The good thing is that people don't come and discuss us and the decisions we make in life. Any even Yejuma how what is obi say oh yes show and the idea is to review journalists Ejuma. No. But Rich, a woman said there are room for wrong course errors near there. But the Biameka say when decisions are not meant to be crucial to say a bit may win or be the matcher, that one we can forget it. But this decision, no, it is wrong and it has denied Dreams FC 3 points. That is how crucial it is. I don't know. I can't just come and give the referee the benefit of the doubt. It was so crucial that he should have got it right. That is my point. Second,
who say time or yeah now just picture the flag and say offside no. Say no one sure the ane disen ko or just change them say outside.
Me must say ojina ho to watch the line. Answer no be picture the flag. Say no picture.
No, are you sure with that decision now we take?
Yes, no one say clear. Say me who say.
But it is why ala me ebi ono so pedi ono so hu ye no. Ono so I clear on the mind with the at the outside.
Rich video now share.
Maybe them hear video on the outside.
So ask yourselves ediana as ediana hu ye. Anya park no so original. Anya action na wo video ni anya no hu ye.
To solve san name we now. The solution is here va.
Rich.
Is it the modern game no baby a concernity?
Rich.
Because you have big referees or mistakes.
Rich, don't you think say in this particular contest here you can want me. Say referee here va and son of get this offside call way writer. Then it is an excuse you are bringing.
Samu.
Yes.
Well, on the general parking so. And the only who you know feels and the meaning you know outside.
Rich, you see, to me, you know, you are making the assistant referee worse with Ansamina Okan. Say video na me hu ye no. If your assistant referee be only a Premier League, you know, na at that level, the video no, any the woman or no who is say offside there, then it is more problematic. Are they not being offside? So how do you see it as offside? And say sana mimi who no. I say me see rich na me say o white.
You say black.
No people say oh sana mimi who no. Does it make sense to you? Because send mimi who no. Sana vivi so who. Sana obi ref to the idea. Obi o share internet in subia. Who? How can I defend that you are wearing white? And it says it is mimi na be do who are there.
So an error.
It wasn't tight to be an error. It's a makacho said obi o ni mi bia. And when decisions are tight, I have always gone for the benefit of the doubt to the referee. And that is why probably I bring in the excuse of VAR. Because VAR are a buyer. So it can assist. And the assistant is when the decisions are so tight, say you can make an error. But in a situation where it is so clear. Rich, I saw a pass in Dreams FC final guy now or Chan on the ball in show. Don't you see clearly the House of Folk defender standing in Ojina passing a cheek? You see him clearly there. So what? I didn't know who here.
I know off. And I go you know me. Maybe I'm Jina Parkin so. Maybe I'm more the benefit of replay videos to assess.
If I say you are wearing white, it's not me.
No. The Asimara can say, if unya vim na oyet side na oyena, it means that is vim for the correct and are they close. No, because okay, the margin of error is yes, but are they not close? But what bigger? As I don't I see show you. No, you understand? No, be able to show you. Like people can now read meanings into it. Mm-hmm. There is the thing about we need to go
need a clear go.
Yeah, Rich. When you say like I was saying, I say I not usually victimization of people. We could discuss and man usually want to refrain from it, but sometimes a little bit worrying. Say Rich, say like the same example as Ayala. Say to me that's already bana me nyare hwenyeme me sound.
What do you daho?
Me say Rich atade sheni here white. Nani powerful for everybody says I feel say then you're white. Yes, my shadow na me baby. I mean that is the only issue about the game and Ekosi dreams the game. You understand?
Is it not a clear case? Look, say baby a game nekono. I am more scientific. Mm-hmm. Even that bro for no cry if you so league, you know, I elite, more elite referees near the no. You know, mistakes. Rich. And now Obia and I just say, look, some mistakes in the VAR betting me a boy near you need an for. And no time I was a Ghanaian, you've been just even with VAR. Send me a boy in reference.
Even with VAR, I'm sure you also know, and you are even well experienced that.
But I am
no, Debbie, but say referees, no, linesmen or abrochiri. Now they delay in raising up their flags. Before a referee raising the flag in the EPL, offside when you say before flow. And yeah, say born in San, I say be so offside. Say linesman with pijano. It's offside. I've seen it. I think last week. Omoko toe line here, whatever. Shantoy seven your boy referee no raising the flag. Just a van na shaba. But before a linesman will say we raise it. You may replay about once and pampa, not on them.
It means you get it. That is you must see something. I am so convincing to say I want them to say. But when he ain't me spending all the time talking about it. But I think that even a typical House of Folk fan or share video now.
I know I'm on my post video.
Yes, he will admit.
So call comment section.
Dreams was
even
denied.
half of the fans and if you say look,
Dreams was denied clear goal.
This was a clear goal.
But
before FIFA gave him
Nipane coach Didi Dramani.
Didi, okay.
Obia review about him. I'm not even talking about journalists. I'm talking about coaches, team managers. Or park this one says, "Ni team no air tight." Say on you be available there, and yeah, he's able to. Obe say ni team no say, obe dominating play. Say some food has be a good team in him. Watertight defense or a compact. Rich. Yanshi ye bebo season where we know. We will come back and say for bare 3-4 years has a proper finisher and enuntino omunji league no. They've not even given it a best shot ball. And for omunye too critical. Rich, this is how you lose leagues. Oh. A match you are supposed to win. But say aye paper sani upon obi and shebi. You are denied 2 points. No, I drop it.
Especially the Ubuhuma.
Your competitors will meet the same opposition. The same pinche.
No,
they have one striker. No, abobo bakwatumu. Now 1 point, you know, on what turning into 3. Now or they showing him. Rich. Enko si da ben. And unim deti ayamya. Ye no. Rich. Haas was a producer of top strikers.
Enka kreka Ishmado.
Masa.
Mahatma and the like.
Mahatma Utuno.
Yes. They are goal scorers, proper ones.
Even some Osako for Krana. Emmanuel Osako for Krana. On your typical striker.
Or best show. Best show. Yeah, penny abobona to attend. Into a ban saying.
Basa has a problem with, and yet this is in Guam.
That is what I'm saying.
No back some of Wodu.
Who say no? No, a more beer emblem and say, as ye cannot do. Because it can end me. Problem now, watch I don't know. Oh, you get it. And it's how watch I don't know. It may sound in your ear say I can't do because it answer the Biaka. It is because the Biaka
hasn't season beyond to strike a massa. Still now goes in the
Nancy Omankofa, is it Hussein Adams or Adams B? And free not Amber. Born go back on movie.
Of a junior cab.
All of a sudden, have you what is has Obia from Pono Prince Edu Kabinedi?
No.
But isn't he there? Oman told you to come and solve that problem. I bet you know or what baby. No, so no she goes to be a quarter company and no 2 quay. Obena has quickly got him. And it's no by he has been lost even in the conversation. Nobody is mentioning his name.
So Ayala Mamusawi, isn't a bar? A players no more disappointed team no. And I say coaching.
A boat. And say yes sir. Then it means you are getting it wrong. Argentina, you know there's a certain problem. Utis Kakoto baby are be disappointed. And then one of the neighbor. Utis will be baby are be disappointed. Both local and foreign. Because the Carbers, the Yashin Muina, they've come through this conversation. Isaku Kamuina. Come on.
At a point, as all God, you know, she goes. Who can or God, you know, every game you know she go. How's it doing yet?
So, what is the problem? Even Isa. Look, the performance quite like from when they brought him from Maras. At a point, this white coach has also only or person to Romario. So he gave him Romario as his nickname. Rich and Oshe. I saw cover 3 games, no Shabako. Or cover 3 games, no Shabako. No. Haas is too big not to get a prolific goal scorer. Even per the current Ghanaian football standard. For the bare 5 years, oh nyabi. How? And the standard me from Pau. Rich Usay living 11 goals a season. In a next standard, you are seen of one of the best strikers in the league. Yeah. And we are saying Haas in the last 5 years are not able to get one player within a season can give us 10 goals. Come on. You might know where you are.
Kofi Mamusa wina yemfeni goal scoring home komo yai. It seems like as a a national problem because you hear post match coaches beko nanse na yete Karimzito. Ni post match bia you coach training na me players and say the CJ goals. You create chances but chance you didn't come to attranim. Because that's a national problem.
Yeah, I think
players are more born in the atoa team now. You instead of nibi in our league.
About even
for about a whole season, baby, you know. Yeah. The already a top striker with 11 goals, 10.
Yeah.
Previously, you had 30, 25.
But that's like 10 years ago. So
what happened?
Which the production of strikers any the game how you're born on NCA number 1. I think that in there, me find it from two fronts. First of all, post Asamoah Gyan and all your Black Stars, we've had proper striker issues, even on the national level. And I think say Kruma say we produce more of technical players because of the kind of football education, whether formal or informal. That's what we get. The average Ghanaian player, a very good handler of the ball, so and a striker, no, it takes good work and you have to be very exceptional. Again, I'll use my own boss, Coaching Udu Namadu, as an example. On any strikers, he doesn't need the strikers to score goals.
All right, team.
Because what team is a Karela or outlet for Oboji, Farmer, and that's all. Like he's just using it as an outlet. So the demands of the game, your Ghana Premier League near Bonrich in the last few years, those days, teams did not mind to come and open up and play, but has a quite away crampona from what at a time about 4-1-2-1-2. I was asking of Didi. When Didi goes away, Didi plays compact. So yes, the finishing of the chances may come down to the strikers, but I don't think you're creating high quality chances.
Strikers
consistently but high, so it means that someone creating high quality chances, you need an exceptional center forward.
Exactly. Those days is mad to beat me at Shigobi. Half chance
which was no me a top like very
good to be Shigobi, but you know
like I say in half chance.
Everybody me can't go to call. Now Brankesi and Nazo. Oh Sheguma, Mr. Kessie. Go to Kesman.
Yeah.
Miss Unim. Nachine hebu a pony say you. And you pick up on the man say. The born a tone of Bussy. Or 10 year pa. Mr. Kessina Casmi Indian would see Comer and Rebecca's car. Strikers go.
So, Rich, for me, I think
who is strikers nana.
Oh, the quality number from quality but for now produce high quality chances. I don't use the word average, but they're not so good strikers. Don't want to do level. No, they'll convert those ones.
Example, that's Nazi Kotoko 6.
Yeah,
the same Kotoko goes through. They score 6 in one game. Why? Because the chances were quality and they were coming frequently. And morphine don't so that simple. You score,
but a chance that you need high quality. And most of your teams, when they go away from home, they don't care about creating high quality chances. Which even in your league, like you say, a low scoring. And then look at it, and now has a book about 0-0. And over 100-0-0, 1-0, 1-1, Aqua 2-0, 1-1, like that. Because when the away teams, they buy no more cram
got the last 7 years they by a league in baby piano.
Yeah.
You already go game on day 11, 12, 15.
Yeah.
No, they go
one of the things that the coaches in Ghana also do a lot, and I'm saying this from a place of experience, a defensive team shaping. I'm going to go weekend games now. I'm going to grow. Either on show their own channel. Until they can hear the 0-0 be coffee. But put defensive team shaping. And I'm saying this, coaching you don't know the philosophy in the principle for don't know and Hano Krasa Mekasa. So Wednesday, Thursday, near Quarry. Now Osman Ibrahim is young Bobon to we are about to mark where Osman, Gina 4-4 to shape or Chironia press it. Sir, because of working Faisal or dropping point to a problem. Until so called Sati up shop. So Osman is probably developing more of the defensive side of the game. The team is not creating so much. And you see, sacrifice a team had Baba Ayao. Also. Okay. Maybe with time we'll
and the 2 matches now, baby, any Gold Stars, any Kumasi Asante Kotoko Nebobo. Na yenya Vision FC omunso tenefi atwen inform mediama. Ochina Nations any Ediana and Abebo Chelsea and All Blacks Bebo Pando Lions and 11 Wonders Bebo na yenya Holy Stars or ne Bechimbebo Karela Bebo Samatex na Young Apostles and so abo Hohoi United enti any games anyame adoma and any chenano and so eba so in the Ghana Premier League na edimunsem and so at the amamono hard work they say we bought ni 19th game na Ocean League atwede na before I dey Aram awo ene China games still na mediama na dikan with 37 points Adriana abatoso mienu with 32 omundina na game also mo ebo House of Oak there wabo aye ni games na in 19 ni na no e de wi otoso aye miensa with 32 points baby any Gold Stars atoso and 9 omo 32 asante ko di atoso enum omo awo the same 31 sorry many baby any Gold Stars 1 point and na separate omo emienu we 32 we 31 omo mienu nso and na nyame adoma enne omo ebonti aye 4th and 5th air positions and now I'm also ebo aye and Samatex etoso nsia omo 28 Karela etoso and so 25 Dreams abatoso on twa no so bo any 19 game no and so awie sorry Dreams ebo aye 24 Lions etoso and Kron on so 24 All Blacks etoso do 23 Vision etoso do bako 22 Bechem etoso do mienu 22 Nations etoso dumiensa 21 Young Apostles etoso edu 921 Holy Stars etoso dunum omonso award 20 points and our allegation bon kanimino Bekumi Chelsea omotoso dunsia 19 how United afi omoba league nimino omonetoso edu ensun 18 points and 11 Wonders omso eba league nim afia no omo eni twato kra our just 9 points and so our ayala mensan chase and fenfru Gold Stars and our dance park our baby any amoni kumasa Asante Kotoko and na eboni the other games me chance and fenfru
and no has about draw. Yeah. Do you know sir oh yeah, calculation with league anymore. A KBBJ Gold Stars in Kotoko. Say the Obenya win and no will take some amount of control be over the top 4 situation kakra. Especially when Adriana about away
to nations.
Then medium also echo away to Vision. Oh, Kreku Park. Ewotama me akwasi edua rich especially after house abom home game na we no mansion na all the other competitors e kwa we no na baako a say competitor no eba mimi fie no a 6-point game mame I will do whatever it takes to win that game and say me win here. This is Ghana Premier League. You can't be assured Mediama will go and win away. And you can't be assured, say, Timothy say, Ediana will go and win away. Our nations. And they gave never basu dance back and rich. It is everything for Babiano Gold Stars. If they really are interested in having any good chance, somebody defend you with title now. But Rich, they are coming up against Yataka wounded lion, but already a wounded porcupine. Against Coach Karim Zita, ne board ako meeting. Now Omako Kakacha and say, Masa, you are a legend of the club, but my woman is so. The next 3 games here, show. You need to tell us why we must maintain you as the coach of Kotoko. I had the privilege Unilever International acquire presentation or Kotoko training grounds when I was there. Michelle training kakra. They were practicing goal scoring. You look at the face of the coaches, and Rich, it tells you, say, indeed,
pressure.
There's pressure. But Rich, Timbi say Kotoko, sometimes they work well under pressure. And until a coach Masokwedu will tell you, say, oh no, the onim about the Ghanaian game, no. He doesn't want Obia around a Ghanaian team to feel too comfortable. A dangerous. And the Abia, Nadia Koto companion for no more supporters, a perfect club no one. A pressure that the baby home. Now the last time I catch you, say, Kotoko Bube Bien goes as away where we are. Omo Befi against Baseke. Omo Ye pe Omoko Heart of Lions. Our Pando. Omo Ye pe Omo Has.
Yeah.
And the next round of games, you know, are too crucial to Kotoko season, you know. And you will not want the team to lose focus and be relaxed to lose our games, you know. Bomuja. Let them know, say, they must be up. And Sana, Omanya resource. Rich. Baby, any is solid with you. Solid. They are the best club when it comes to home. We're gonna league him. And it's a Kotoko pressure kwako pay bibi everywhere. Rich, then Kotoko must play above themselves. The ambassador Kenya say in the last 2 games Amara Kotoko against King Faisal, against Brekum Chelsea. Rich, say Kotoko go Sabona. They will never win as baby any. Go crash away on thing. Unless probably we see the Kotoko against Bichimunibi. Kotoko must play this game like they are playing Kotoko against us. Some people may be free. Now, answer this analysis in baby. You know. Only Uko Dang Sparker, they attack me on. Rich, do I pay some baby must be careful. Attack me is one of the most intelligent strikers I've ever worked. Ghana League. Wouldn't do obey any. When we say somebody is strong, nature team. And he will target who pays Samba. Whether Riansu, Zakaria, Hamzata. When we say war, the many be free. And he will run all channels. And what you will be looking for is one isolated 1v1 with you. The other be no. Wabu say yes, what's your striker? Rich. Ebiano Kotoko di no ako upset game no. But the many who Kotoko idie. Omaya ade kra will be a draw.
Okay.
That was our game name. Nations. This has been their most disappointing season since Omba Premier League. And Rich, open one very, very good away travelers in this league, Adriana. So, Omubo ho na unye too stronger, untimi shomo. Unless they have a bad day, and I say one who's feel was where they hopper, then you can beat them. And so what shall they be? Ahead of this particular game, the rounds na yenya atapoku yeno. Rich is to calm the team down in entering Kumasi as a place of peace for them. It is very, very crucial.
Also, don't mind the pressure kakao. The players in the bar say there's a bit pressure on them.
Yes.
But we are and who the Diana team.
But Rich, imagine say Diana Bass no run through Kumasi. And because of Ataredo runs now, you know, a lot of people have heard things about Ediana. So Ediana Bass maybe oh no man, a thumbs up. that is preparing the team to have a calm environment within the Asante region to come and play their game, and that is very, very important. Mostly, no, your Ghana game, we know, Rich. So aware, Adiama Ulusu, the hostile environment, not at the stadium. Ukwao, Ukwao to say only Kronenya, but look, nations don't have supporters. Gidi. Abrankese is one of the most peaceful places. With Makobobo, and if the environment is prepared for you, not team na the command and you're too stronger. Look, my younger woman now. Okay, and we are no more bit me a fan. I say, media my vision there. Look, Sanka a 3-4 match days ago, and I will trust media my bit my baby. But Rich also has a vision. All of a sudden, I'm so, especially with Winom Konya or Domano, I'm more certain confidence me. But look, media they are the strongest team in the league. It's a vision more money now. Okay. Kofi, Bremukaka Yama at you for the Rem.
Which I think that for me the most critical game of the course of this weekend will go on as BBNE. Now the home record of BBNE is too good for Kotoko. And I think that the run BBNE are on, no? And money is very difficult for Kotoko to stop them. Yes, it's the weekend where Albert Alma returns to the team. We're brought a certain level of good vibes in terms of the club knowing that there is another goal scorer team for a team that has been struggling to get goals. It can be a very good one for them. Which the good thing with BBNE Gold Stars is some both you expect that they'll get a job done. And in getting the job done, Anna, it's very, very comfortable. Ocean League now, a home match is almost 22 points, 19 points. The highest of it is 24 points. Media Money Samatics. BBNE about the same number of games with them, 10. So it tells you that it's a good one. For me, I think the BBNE have a slight edge over Kotoko in this game. Then the Dreams FC game, Dreams FC Bornra against Accra Folk, which is a game that you expected them to go on and go in. Which this season hasn't been good for Nations FC. Cry. And say Diana said they want to get back. And if you look at it now, one of the things that Papa Puku Kawa Sempa was about the away form of Diana. And the record, and it's true. Yeah. They have good numbers. 11 points when you go away from the fourth. Only Hearts of Folk Media Mani Asante Kotoko Nedomusho. So it sets the tone for Tima, your friend Ediana, when they are going away to go and play against Team Friend Nations FC. I think Ediana will get a job done. Now, meaning the Nations and KO team, what's the issue?
Nations, I don't know. Because you coach Kasim Minga, where Jan Kwai, I go far from Paul Manson. From Paul Manson, a day, baby, and goes to team G in league in last season. But still, now, but me, I think the simple answer, players now, Nations Luciano. Affected team, no. The answer, Fena, players nearby, no. Familiarities, BBI, but I feed the Nations in Kui.
One certain I Prince Aqua, Berima Bako, now few call. The Lord is a circle for so called. Diana on as I Simpson also yes, on the cross no. Now attention now I know as all call the first has me for the 16 no ball Benchima Mengo didn't buy on also call and players no corner were pillars of the team. It's normal. It's normal.
Finally, it's going to be the Karela and Samate's game. Okay. No Rimba against the former side. Team of the Omuji League in Ofi. Now, on the table, we're very interesting because Samate got 28 points, Karela got 25. Wow. And Omobo Tamale. Right. It's going to be an exciting game. I'm sure say a bit on Monday we'll talk about it.
0320 8581 83582 835 83
minimum so over for course no na me boy be okay or a footballer your friend Emba na or say ene ni sister a birthday mame efia on the CEO of M Dress Code na US NOT nti Emba ese memfe fidie we so na enema me afia we the CEO of M Dress our UK yan wish no happy birthday na yan kan chane se odono na obo mpaye pama no
amen
obo mpaye osre nyiche eni sika any a lot of blessings at the manunti mami afia the CEO of M Dress Code US Emba I say we show happy birthday.
I said the baby lines no bet me about now obeche. Hello first caller. Hello. Dankwe. Hey. Na Robert na msi Dankwe. Matias. Aye.
Material when you born me and you say now what the work you keep on Rich, where you go to a prayer. That's it.
Mate, me that's a young father scholar. Hello. Sorry. Hello.
Hello.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Good morning.
Good morning.
In fact, you are doing best. We are most possible you need that.
Yeah, that's it.
About Basapa, one more. I'm looking code number 2 in the bar. If I do. That's why a boy is
and check him right.
Okay, let me show you. If any Gabriel, what is my friend the crowd?
Oh, Ufri, are you Busumi friend?
Busumi friend.
And yes, I'm coming, you know.
Wow.
Miss me a Busumi friend, we
Inshallah.
Okay.
Right.
It has a pa, infant. Yes, sir.
You are not going to be a I'm not going to share with you the police. I'm sorry for the somebody gets here. I'm not for the now, as a folk, I'm not quite we drink the more. This one can never do. You referee of this amateur thing, or we have to true. Because what say you for a chance? I thought you go move, which 1.2 I don't understand that's the thing to the wine. And I can be out of the 3 points and let me start at that. I feel to the league and they are so league. That's what they did something great. Yes, I did Africa. Carabao Cup was one in my account. I thought I was only just 6 hours.
Martin, all right.
But there are so many leagues. I don't count.
Yamin Council, young fan scholar. Hello.
Yes, sir.
Abu bro.
Let the point there, I already do Richard.
I
mean, that's a new engineer, Kevin and Adima Bed. Now, Richard, Ayala Kwana, so. Only a can answer also tell me, I know her. You see, only Nimbo Mukatra in Indian was, so you see, the cat is now all bono. A dear cat is a friend boom, say. Because M1, Timmy and Kienu, Cow stronghold you hope. The whole word is Annie in Nimino. But to Kwawi, now so I can and never Nije Bakwaba, I fear Bahuma. Now for some betroka. Oh, we a chance also to me dreams Nanka Abe, I don't know. And I have a fair and I papa, as Dambam near Massa Diego. The best and the woman near my had me leadership side in Niman. But Didi and Nimno, when you say that Didi here. Oh, Pajan Modi Moon Kakra. Yes,
sir, that's Mr. Dove. Hello.
Hello. Hey, Unia. Unia, the matter on Abuayo.
Honorable, what day?
You mamma, I want to say, Papa, creating why I want to know, send you a
Oh, Kafra.
Yeah, the afternoon answer,
Yako.
Now I'm in Germany, boss. No way, I can keep a quality, keep our doctor and the champagne. Opa, I bet you have to prove. If you are honorable, you don't go home and you have to cry. No more share now, boy. I think it's easy to draw a boy in the event. Nigeria for no go for we pa ne kwa no ka me bom pa ka bibia go me free mo na me abua mo na coach we fi di match kama penalty crowd do ja chamo na ya ko bom penalty na mo free mo amunchi omu ya nsi wo mo pesa na lo mari o mo to for that's
it honorable hello
Rich.
Yes, sir.
Mike, give you man cancel. Rich, me no problem.
Adai.
Da when I go commentary, am I?
EP or nana?
Me na what shall commentary go see your commentary my yard.
Me commentary ache.
Adai.
Ache.
Your word.
Maybe in Sukra.
Your word na be my
maybe you.
Na kakra be kan say house of folk we team na nkasa de. Bring me na be de me de ma kan bi. One one de be ma. Onu ni you put them no. We free team no ma ya ho beto ye. The last.
Okay. Yen so that's yen for last caller. Na yen wrap up our studio hana fi abi one news and to so hello.
I don't think en come as for who are them.
Emos.
I got about my papa and somehow and some I can't have the for nation. No make sure to be I'm saying kind of correct. Did the come up home but they're not ya did the buyer what they say I said damn then you wouldn't say go like a baby or could be more than them. The next coach no quite back up. Yet the Sebi a month for 3 games. Just one game. The mission kind of correct Sebi top for your free. Protocol coach no you can see the nya this protocol coach so no problem me dey go back up I didn't end nya you best no bet man home so kakra why you fact the men who man say protocol supporters say dey ro you best no come to me and you unpack the tools and somehow
okay yentimi mfa frefo bia ebie me mfa nsia na yen wrap up na abiwan news ento so emfa emmamo na menya birthday nwe na afi memfa rawosami emfa and sorry happy birthday eko adiama akosua akwama owo eye drobo bie we from one kasa ukunu alasan na ase yen reshe wo eye happy birthday enti akosua ukunu alasan ase yen reshe nyame show onya okese na wakoma so ade ni na Nyankopon enyeni nina enso emfa ema happy birthday to you nyamisha opa na de twato kra no eye ayisie we de mian kasa meyi me maame na edafom nyame eye adoma me menda sene ya na ebe yi no ewo eye nukrum ekusiase enunti metumi nsa de fro bia se na nyame ya adoma next week yi umra na metamachi na menkra me mame enso echi kama nana ampem da ko a kusiase oba pani na edafumi nyame ya adoma se de medical canon next week na ayi no enso eba so enunti nana osei boatin ajenim ehweni hine na afei eye nana nyako amponsem ehweni hima no na afei nana kwame nyantachi ehweni chidom hene kusiase dukuru enso eno no na abusuani nyina emma ene obia yede areho esi obia se nana ampem da ko a kusiase ba pani nyame eya adoma nesukia na ye no enso eba so na se de abusua ayen hyehyɛ no nyame ya adoma next week Friday ye be vigil de kanani kan wake up no ha because oyo hima ba pani eye kusiase ba pani enso no nti abusuani nyina ene adofo ye be wen na ye de eye obahima enso ato eye empem ma ade enso etimi ache awo eye kusiase traditional palace ho na ede obahima enso ebeto eye empem oyo hima ni ntina nwumre na ede beko bam ni akwa akosi ne but ayi yo ne de dumienu na ede ahyehye so na bibia enso kama panti betu nsa de fru bia so maka me ho na se de ya ye ka no ayi de eye nkoja nti munkoja me na ampem da ko a kusiase ba pani yenye na yi kama pa ma bibia enso enye kama nti ayi no ɛbɛba so ɛwɔ ɛyɛ funeral grounds hɔ that is Kusiase ɛhɔ ɛna funeral grounds hɔ na yɛde ɛyi no ɛnso ɛbɛhyehyɛ so ansa na adeɛ akyi Kwasi Ada na yɛde Thanksgiving no ɛnso ɛde aka ho nti ɛdama sɛ ɛduru a obiara mɛka me ho na ɛnyɛ biribiara kamakama paa ma nana ɛyɛ no nso biribiara ɛnyɛ yi chairman
Richardo
sorry na be one news ato aso
na kwa kura
asɛm o
onantie dem le fedue na na ho fe
edini si akonya no so anya 2 years o
oh
ya asɛm o why mo china kura ba benden
rabia mu nsɛm na me emfa na cleanse rabi jaw dodo
ti next week ebe ko Kusiase onim ho
e wo fa hen
oh unim Kusiase
de bi kyerɛ me